more. We're located at 20th and St. Paul Avenue, across from Sobelman's and Bachman Furniture, all near the Potawatomi Casino. Stay safe and healthy, my friends.
After 30 years of doing knee and hip replacements, Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup thought there had to be a better way, and that led him to regenerative medicine.
I was one of the first orthopedic surgeons to do it.
Now, after 20 years of successful orthobiologic treatments, lots of clinical data, research, and teaching, Dr. Scheinkup is National Medical Director at QC Kinetics.
They've done an amazing job of becoming the most significant orthobiologic and regenerative medicine practice in the United States. QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
So if you have chronic pain from arthritis and you want to avoid drugs and surgery, call the experts in this revolutionary field, QC Kinetics.
To give patients real lasting relief from pain, that's what I live for. That's my mission.
Get your free consultation now. Call QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Don't let the term discount real estate agent throw you. All it means is that we'll give you the same experience, expertise, and know-how as the big-name real estate firms, but we'll do it for less. And when you weigh 6% commission against as low as 3.5% and no higher than 3.9% for a full-service real estate agent, including full MLS marketing with no upfront fees, you'll realize there's no reason for you to pay more. This is Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we'll make your move simple and affordable. Benefit-realty.com. So you have your down payment in mind and you're ready to buy your new home. You figure your monthly payment, add in your taxes, and realize, hey, you can do this. But you forgot the 6% commission that you'll have to pay your real estate agent. Whoa, 6%. That's a lot, especially when we'll sell your home for as low as 3.5% and no higher than 3.9%. And that's 100% full service with no upfront fees. I'm Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we'll make your move simple and affordable. Benefit-realty.com.
Protect mom's assets, protect your assets. Call Kraus Estate Planning, estateplanningpeople.com.
Traffic is sponsored by Kowal Investment Group, the retirement specialists. Retire well with Kowal.
Our team of fiduciary advisors are here to help you retire well with our streamlined retirement process. Give us a call today at 262-522-4040 or visit us at thekowalway.com.
Breaking news as it happens. Stay up to date with your trusted and relevant source in news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
It's 3 o'clock. I'm John Mercure. This is Wisconsin's Afternoon News from the State Fair. Your top story, more legal drama for the mom of a missing 3-year-old.
I'm Julia Fellow. Eau Claire becomes a political stomping ground.
I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, stepping in here for Debbie Lazaga to tell you about the closure that's happening on 794 west and eastbound. This is in the Marquette interchange all the way to Lincoln Memorial Drive. You can't get on either way. It looks like the on-ramp from 43 southbound onto 94 westbound closed as well. So this is beginning to affect pretty much all the highways in the stadium or in the Marquette interchange area. Lots of slowdowns on 94 both ways between the stadium and downtown. We're also seeing closures. I just came back, actually, from closures on streets near our studios at the 3rd Street Market Hall. Major police action. This is all related to this closure. We're also seeing some delays on 43 southbound between Silver Spring and Capitol Drive, and 894 westbound. Tap of the brakes up to 35th Street coming out of the Mitchell interchange. I'm Wyatt Farmar-Pooley with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, storms are likely. Heavy rain is possible. A low of 65. Tomorrow, rainy and stormy, especially early on, a high of 72 degrees. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, the lawyer representing the mother of a missing boy from Two Rivers withdraws from the case, citing a conflict of interest.
The attorney for Katrina Bauer did not elaborate on what the conflict was during a scheduling hearing for Bauer on Monday. Bauer's son Elijah Vu disappeared back in February after being reported missing by Bauer's boyfriend Jesse Vang. Bauer will be back in court on Wednesday for a previously scheduled bond hearing. Vang returns to court in late September. Neither have yet been charged in Vu's disappearance. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
having their say in the future of Northridge Mall site. Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson and 9th District Alderwoman Taylor will lead a town hall and Q&A discussion at St. Vincent High School on the north side. Tear down of the former mall began last March. For a link to leave input on the site's future, visit WTMJ.com.
Remembering a tragedy in Oak Creek.
Today marks 12 years since the shooting at the Oak Creek Sikh Temple of Wisconsin. A.J. Bayatpour, reporter at CBS 58, was one of the first reporters on the scene and recalled his memories from that day.
The thing I remember most from that moment on was how horrible you felt watching these family members just calling each other, trying to get information, and as the day went on, learning that their loved one was one of the 6 who initially died that day. It was a very grim day.
Steve Scavidi, WTMJ News.
Wade Michael Page, a gunman with ties to white supremacist groups, shot and killed 6 people and himself and injured 4 others in the shooting.
Decision Wisconsin, the campaign trail goes through Eau Claire. Republican Vice President nominee Senator J.D. Vance will deliver remarks at a campaign event in Eau Claire on Wednesday afternoon. Doors will open at 11 a.m. Vance scheduled to speak at 1. This will be his first campaign visit to Wisconsin since the Republican National Convention. Vice President Kamala Harris will also hold a campaign rally in Eau Claire the same day, Wednesday. She'll likely bring her yet-to-be-named running mate with her.
The first confirmed case of West Nile virus has hit Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services discovered it in a healthy blood donor from Washington County and in a dead bird found in Chippewa County. The positive blood donor is not considered a human case because they never developed any symptoms. The risk for contracting the virus continues until the first frost.
Wisconsin State Fair attendees may be dodging raindrops this evening. Chief Administrative Officer of State Fair Park, Christy Chuckle.
We do not allow the giant golf stick umbrellas. If you are bringing an umbrella, you can bring in the small collapsible ones. Not to the main stage, though. We don't allow those in the main stage.
Your complete WTMJ 5-day forecast is coming up in about 10 minutes.
Straight ahead, an iconic pair of jeans on the auction block.
Sighting Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 3:05.
This report is sponsored by Diamonds Direct. Your love, their passion.
Okay, I'm ready to record my jewelry store's new radio spot. I got a great script that really goes after Diamonds Direct and how they're nothing special and how we can match their price. Great stuff.
Oh, great. We have this new technology that bleeps out any false claims, so it saves us time with editing. So you can start anytime.
Okay, here goes. When you visit our jewelry store, we'll guarantee direct. Our diamonds come straight. We have cutters and... Hey, what the...
The hard truth is that other jewelry stores simply can't do what Diamonds Direct can. Diamonds Direct has special relationships with De Beers, international connections, and virtually unlimited buying power. The result is true direct importer pricing, exceptional quality, and up to 30 times the diamond selection you find at other stores.
I can't believe this thing won't let me say...
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get more truth at DiamondsDirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Now open in Wauwatosa.
Vince Vitrano, host of Wisconsin's Morning News on 620 WTMJ. So excited to go to work every day, right out of our studios here in downtown Milwaukee. For what we do, you got to be where things happen. We belong here, right outside the bustling 3rd Street Market Hall, just down the street from Fiserv Forum. We're in the heart of the theater and entertainment district, and Milwaukee's famous food scene. Seeing this ever-growing skyline of the city that I grew up in, knowing I'm part of that growth, that is amazing. Experience it for yourself. Go to MilwaukeeDowntown.com.
Do you work downtown? Milwaukee Downtown is bringing back the food, fun, and camaraderie. Downtown Employee Appreciation Week is back, August 19th through the 23rd, to reward the hardest working crew around. Get the scoop on free lunches, office challenge games, after-hours socials, and plenty of other perks. Visit iworkdowntownmke.com for a complete schedule of events. See you downtown.
Sighting Unlimited WTMJ News Time 3:07.
An actress cashing in on an iconic pair of pants.
You want to know what comes between me and my Calvins?
Nothing. Brooke Shields says she's auctioning off the jeans she wore in her racy 1980 ad campaign when she was just 15, as well as her script from the Blue Lagoon movie released the same year.
My heart's beating so fast. Mine too.
Shields is putting her high school cheerleading sweater on the block too. She says she hopes someone will enjoy the pieces as much as she has. The sale takes place in Burbank, California, the weekends of September 20th and October 25th. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Despite losing 4 of 5, the Brewers begin the day with a 5.5-game lead over the Cardinals for first place in the NL Central. A 6-game road trip begins tomorrow in Atlanta against the Braves. Giannis and Team Greece will take the floor Tuesday at 4 a.m. Central Time. And it's game week for the Green Bay Packers. The team begins the preseason Saturday night in Cleveland against the Browns.
Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time 3:08.
Sponsored by Grandview Homes. The name you know, the name you trust. GrandviewHomes.com.
Why trust Grandview Homes to buy your home? It's simple. We're here for you to make the home selling process fast, easy, and stress-free, even if your home is less than perfect. With thousands of homes bought and sold since 2009, our experience speaks volumes. At Grandview Homes, our management team has decades of expertise in direct home buying, ensuring a smooth process from start to finish. You will never feel pressured, and our offer doesn't expire. It's good as long as the market remains the same. Close in as little as 10 days and leave the mess and the stress to us. No real estate agents, no repairs, no clean-outs needed. At Grandview Homes, we live and work in your neighborhoods. Our reputation is built on 15 years treating sellers with the dignity and respect they deserve. Trust Grandview Homes' legacy of satisfied sellers and our A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Visit GrandviewHomes.com for your fair cash offer today. Grandview Homes, the fastest and easiest way to sell your home.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air. Now broadcasting live inside the Bank 59 studios at the Wisconsin State Fair. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fellow.
Hey!
Julia, happy Monday.
Yes.
How was the weekend?
Fantastic. I'll talk about it actually at 3:15.
Ooh, okay.
I volunteered at a really nice event.
That sounds awesome. We'll hear about that coming up. First, the things that we're tracking this afternoon.
This is the 3 at 3 on Wisconsin's afternoon news.
The first thing is that, yes, we are live at the State Fair. We will be all week long. We're in the Guest Services Pavilion. It's the red barn-like building, kind of sandwiched between the Cream Puff Pavilion and the Expo Center. The Expo Center is just south. So come on out and say hello. Watch. Text the word watch to 855-616-1620, and you can see us in our really nice State Fair studio. Tonight, the headliner and the main stage is Casting Crowns. And on the Bank 59 Amphitheater stage, it's Herman's Hermit, starring Peter Noon. We had Peter in the studio last year, and he was a lot of fun.
That's good. I fixed John's camera so you can see him. He looks so good.
You look better, too. Things are looking great out here. We've really
you can't
got it
see
together.
me. You no longer have to look through all of these, like, what is this?
Is that a microphone tree? Is that what that is? I think.
Yes, the tree of microphones are gone, so you can see both of us really well.
I think that microphone tree's probably been here since 1950, by the way.
Do you know what I also saw today? I went to the 4-H barn. It was so nice. And if you take a look at our Instagram stories on 620, you can see the little heifer that I met. And the young girl describes them, and that she was almost in tears giving away. But
she was so cute, the little girl, and the heifer. But the little girl was really cute.
She was blow drying it, so it was really, really fluffy. So, yeah.
So check that out. Check it out. Hey, the second thing that we're tracking today is not the greatest story, but it is news. It's the markets. It's been a really bad day. The Dow plummeted more than 1,000 points. The tech sell-off continued. The Dow on the day off 1,033 points. That's more than 2.5%. The NASDAQ was off 576. That's almost 3.5%. And the S&P was off 160. That is 3%. What is going on with the sell-off? What will it take to turn it around? What role do interest rates play? All of that stuff. Dave Spano is the CEO of Annex Wealth Management. He's going to calm us all down a little bit. He always does that for me. He will join us live coming up at 4:45.
Number 3, EAA AirVenture is in the books, and they have record-setting numbers. Overall attendance hit more than 686,000. That's 3 times more than I almost said State Fair, than Summerfest. So it's really nice. 98 countries represented, and guess how many campers were present?
How many?
Campers, 40,000.
Campers, 40,000?
Yeah,
wow.
over the 11-day event.
Big number.
The number of takeoffs at Whitman Regional Airport and landings per hour was about 1,100.
Per hour?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
They call it a Super Bowl-like economic impact, which is estimated to be about $170 million for that Oshkosh area.
That is remarkable. It was so fun when we were up there. Everything flying around. You could hear the jets in the background. It was really, really cool.
Very special.
We've got a lot coming up. Something really cool that I want you to hear about that Julia did this weekend. We'll do that coming up right away here at 3:15. Jason Smith joins us to talk Olympics at 3:22. And Tropical Storm Debbie, it's a tropical storm, not a hurricane, but it's poised to cause a lot of damage. We'll tell you why when Alex Stone from ABC News joins us coming up at 3:45. Debbie helps get you home up next.
Miss any of the truth on WTMJ?
I'm representing the bull.
Maybe there's something wrong with me.
Catch the podcast wherever you get your podcasts and catch up on moments like this.
John, if you wanted to come on the show, all you had to do, you didn't have to make Biden quit to come on the show.
And listen to The Truth on WTMJ every Sunday from 7 until 9 with Dr. Ken Harris and Denise Thomas, right here on 620 WTMJ.
Tim Rantham talks a good game. He talks a lot. But when it comes time to do the actual work, Rantham skipped a session day. Rantham doesn't talk about soaking taxpayers for one of the largest annual per diem bills at the Capitol, or for taking payments for a day when he skipped crucial votes. We're sick of the expensive big talkers like Tim Rantham.
Paid for by the Stronger Wisconsin Fund.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Everybody knows, if it's summer season, it's festival season. And Potawatomi has the winningest one, WinFest. You could make it an awesome August with a share of $500,000. Play with your rewards card for entries. Hourly drawings every Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. $25,000 in cash and prizes each drawing. It's the $500,000 WinFest. Get in on the fun. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at pacebig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Traffic is brought to you by Rejuvenix, your non-surgical joint therapy experts.
Rejuvenix. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your appointment.
Traffic and weather. All right, how we doing, Wyatt?
Well, we're still looking at that closure on 794. Pretty much every off-ramp is blocked going onto 794 in the Marquette interchange. Then it's closed all the way between the Marquette and the Lake interchange by Lincoln Memorial Drive. And we're, again, seeing these closures also on downtown Michigan Street blocked off, Clybourne Street blocked off. Our intrepid traffic reporter, Debbie Lazaga, actually caught in this right now. You'll hear her voice once she gets through the closure. She'll have up-close and personal detail on them. And we're seeing some other delays on 43 southbound. It's from Hampton Avenue down past Capitol and then picking up as you get close to the Marquette and near the closures. The only thing that's slowing down unrelated to the closures really is 894 westbound, which is slow as it usually is in the construction zone out of the Mitchell past 35th Street. I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, rain is likely. Some could be heavy, a low of 65. Tomorrow, rain early, a high of 72. Wednesday, sunny, 76. Thursday, cloudy, 79. Friday, partly cloudy, a high of 80 degrees. We are broadcasting live at the Wisconsin State Fair. So we're right by the Expo building. You come out the Expo building, and we are here, and I'm always amazed at the stuff you can buy in the Expo building.
And what did you see?
And here on the fairgrounds. We saw a guy walking around with a big old flagpole, and he's right outside here. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Kevin. I'm from Caledonia.
So when you bought the flag, did you realize you're going to have to walk around with it the whole rest of the day?
No, what we did was we bought the flag and let it sit till we were done. So we're on our way home now.
Smart.
How big is that flagpole?
20 feet.
How heavy is that flagpole?
It's not that heavy. It's probably 20 pounds.
See, a weak guy like me would be heavy. Look at this guy. He's got big muscles.
He does.
He's
He does.
tatted up. Oh, he's flexing for it.
I'm a senior citizen. You do know that.
This is why you have to text watch.
Yeah, I can get a deal at a restaurant on a meal. But the problem is you don't get the whole meal. They chance and give you half the meal.
What?
But you get a better price on the meal.
But you don't get all the food.
You don't get all the food. When you get the seniors discount, you don't get the whole stinking meal.
And when you're ripped like you need a lot of calories.
I don't know about ripped.
Look, Julia.
And you know,
how does he look?
Yeah, he's what is a cougar for an older guy? Yeah, that's what he is.
Don't get me in trouble. My wife's over here.
John is very patriotic. What does it mean to you to buy this flagpole and have it? Where are you going to have it?
I'm a veteran.
Oh, thank you for your service.
So I have to have a flag.
Thank you.
I fly it during all the holidays, but I moved, and I didn't put a flagpole at my new home. So I thought, I was here. The price was okay, but it's a simple flagpole. All I got to do is put a hole in the ground, put a little concrete down, put an insert in, and let that cure.
That's awesome.
And
nice.
Bam, I put my flagpole in. It's got a real nice light on top.
Yeah.
Solar light, so I'm good to go.
Tell us about your service really briefly. What years did you serve?
I served in the late 70s, 76 through 79, and I was in the Army.
Thank you very much for your service. We appreciate that. And good luck getting that flagpole home. Who's this other young guy with you?
Piece of cake. Oh, that's my buddy. He's kind of shy, though. He don't want to talk.
Well, no, he's not much of a buddy. You're the only one carrying the flagpole.
Well, that might change on the way out.
All right.
Come on, buddy. Give your buddy a hand here.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Friend. And my wife here, Patty.
Patty's a very pretty lady.
She's
You're
they're shy,
doing pretty good. Yeah.
So
hey, thanks for talking to us. Enjoy the rest of the day at the fair.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you for your service. It is 3:19 at WTMJ.
This is Brad Youngbooth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. We have two big humps in this business, right before summer and right after fall. And for us, that's when the lines are the longest. Folks usually choose to do their exterior work during those times, and what I'm trying to do here with this message is level out the flow of business so that we don't have to disappoint anyone come November and December because they were hoping to get their work done before the snow flies. I understand where the focus is during summer, but you know what? It really is a great time to get signed up for your exterior work, like siding and windows, because that's when the lines are the shortest, and it's the one time that we're pretty sure we're not going to get any snow. So if you're looking to get your work done, why put it off? The lines are shorter and we'll be ready. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, call Semper Fi, because you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semper Fi.
Buying a home should be a joy, but could you imagine doing this without a realtor? Paperwork, inspections, appraisals, deadlines, showings, market research? Or you could relax. Or understanding legal documents, negotiating offers, coordinating inspections, securing finance. Oh, sorry. A realtor can take the stress out of the home buying process. See how at wra.org/a-realtor-can. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Realtors Association.
Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
We did the math. When you buy bagged mulch from the big guys, you pay $50 a yard. Why pay more for inferior mulch? When you buy from Erickson's, you'll get premium mulch for almost half the cost. And you'll see that even our economy mulch is better, for less than half the cost of bag mulch. And either choice is made with premium colorant that lasts longer. Erickson's Landscape Supply, high-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. Do you want the economy mulch or the premium? The only real difference is that the premium mulch has thicker strands, while the economy mulch is finer. But the colorant we use for both is of the highest quality, and that's why the color of our mulch lasts longer. And our mulch comes from trees, not pallets, and we process it all in-house. That's why our prices are so low. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
Hi, it's Rose Gray from Fox World Travel, inviting you on an unforgettable 2025 bucket list adventure. We're guiding groups of local travelers to some of the world's top exotic destinations, including Australia and New Zealand, the Galapagos Islands, Costa Rica, Peru, Morocco, Turkey, Egypt, and Kenya. Our award-winning experts crafted group tours with Insight Vacations, Globus, and African Travel for your peace of mind. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Let's explore the world together.
Little Snoop Dogg coming in. We're at State
Nice.
Fair. John and Julie at State Fair.
Into the fall. Snoop Doggy Dog.
There you go. Gin and juice, all of that. Jason Smith. He's a Snoop guy. GKB Milwaukee produces the Dr. Ken Harris Show, and he's one of the most interesting guys I know, literally. How was that Diet Coke?
I forgot my mic was open. Sorry.
Jason, how are you?
What's up, John? What's up, Julie? How you guys doing?
Very
Excellent. So are you interested in Snoop Dogg? Do you like what he's doing at the Olympics?
I love what Snoop Dogg is doing in the Olympics. Snoop Dogg is an American treasure, and I think we have to keep him every 4 years.
Did you know, Jason, there are reports out now that Snoop Dogg's getting paid $500,000 a day plus all expenses.
Oh, I did not know he was getting paid $500,000 a day.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money. I'm not
It's
gonna
good
lie.
to be Snoop Dogg, isn't it?
It's very good to be Snoop Dogg. And, I mean, we got to think about, his influence. He probably got a lot of people. I guess they're going to get high viewership regardless. But,
Right.
he's bringing other eyes to it still. He's still a huge name.
That's so much.
That's a lot.
So much money.
It's a lot.
Snoop Dogg is doing pretty good. But I like it. I've really been enjoying it. And I think early on I felt like the first day or two, it seemed like there was a lot of him, and it seemed like they dialed it back a little bit, and now it's just enough.
I think it's perfect. And I think, exactly like you say, they started off, gave it to us a lot, and then tapered off. And they kind of did the same thing last year. Even, last time around, I remember him and Kevin Hart had a talk show that was airing during that time. And it tapered off a little bit and started focusing more on the competition.
All right, so Julie and I have been talking about this. You've been watching the sprinting at all? You're watching the racing, the track and field?
I was just talking about Noah Lyles a little bit ago.
All right, wait. First off, don't give any results away if it's going to air in prime time today, because these listeners will go crazy.
I will not give anything away.
No spoilers. But here's the question: these guys and gals are running, and they have all this jewelry on. They got these big chains on, and Richardson has her hair down to her behind.
Earrings.
Doesn't it seem to you like that would slow them down? Like that would be a drag? It'd be weight. It would be a distraction?
I would, because that's what I was thinking at first. Because I was like, wow, they running with all the jewelries and the accessories on. But then I looked at it and it was like, they're still winning. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're taking silver home, we're taking gold home, we're taking these medals home. So I'm like, hey, might as well do it with swag, might as well do it with a little, aesthetic if you're going to do it.
I mean, I got a 4,000 square foot house, and I think Noah Wiley's got more around his neck than I have into my house.
And that's showing the skill. You know what I'm saying? That's showing the skill level. It don't matter what they got on. We still gonna come out and we gonna get that dub.
All right, so Jason, we're reading T-shirts out here. I'm putting together a feature. Sir, come up to this microphone right here, really quick.
What does it
Jason,
say?
I want you to react to this T-shirt. Hold on, sir. All right,
Keep
tell
it right
us
there.
what your T-shirt says.
I don't know. I just have it on. I didn't even know what it said.
All right, I'm going to read it. This is what this nice, handsome man's T-shirt says. My wife says I have two faults, and I don't listen to something else. That's really, really funny. Look, he cracked himself up. What do you think, Jason?
It said that I have two faults and I don't listen to what is it?
I don't listen and something else.
Hey, listen, they ought to stay fair. You got to come with the right shirts and the right clothes.
That guy took off.
Julie, aren't you surprised that Jason Smith isn't married?
You're not?
He would be like such a catch.
Oh, no, I'm not married, Jay. Hold on now. No, not yet. Listen,
If my daughters were single, I would be introducing them to Jason Smith.
I don't know about, not right now. See, I be so focused on the grind, and in my head, I'm be like, man, do I really have the time to balance the grind of trying to rise in this industry and marriage?
You do. You have the time for all of that. You're like a Renaissance man. You're a poet and an athlete and
Listen,
Smart.
I try to be a jack of all trades. I must admit, but the marriage department, we gonna see.
Okay.
We gonna see
All
what that's looking like.
Well, we're not rushing you. I'm just surprised.
Have you used the online dating?
I have not, honestly. I mean, every girl that I've like talked to or something like that, it's been somebody who I've already known personally. So somebody I went to school with, or somebody like something like that. I haven't met somebody offline or anything like that yet.
That's refreshing to hear that.
I like the
nice.
I like the interpart, like being in person better and meeting and genuinely meeting. Just because I don't know, I feel like I can get a better vibe of the energy.
Yeah. You had no idea we were going to talk about your dating life and why you're not married, did you?
But that's why this is my favorite segment of the day. You have no idea what to expect.
He is Jason Smith. It's always fun. Thanks for always making some time for us, Jason.
Of course, every Monday.
I'm going to give out your cell phone number.
No.
In case the ladies are interested. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thank you, guys.
It's 3:27 at WTMJ. Would he really be mad if I gave out his cell phone number?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's not do that. I'll put it on Twitter instead. No, just kidding. It is 3:28 now. How about those markets? See, I'm just trying to not talk about the markets because it was a really rough day. The Dow was off. You're hearing this right, 1,033 points. The NASDAQ was off 576. The S&P was off 160. We're going to get you help, though. Dave Spano is going to tell us what's going on and what the future looks like. We'll do that coming up at 4:45. Annex Wealth Management, know the difference.
Quick question. How are you feeling in 2024? You're not alone if you're feeling stressed about your investment and retirement planning. There's inflation, market volatility, global unrest, and a presidential election that's going to have a huge impact on many levels. There's a lot going on, which might lead to anxiety and planning paralysis. How about this? Take control with help from Annex Wealth Management. Build a plan that matches up with you, your family, and your investment and retirement goals. Even better, Annex does it as a fee-only fiduciary with unbiased advice. We don't sell a thing. Annex offers financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth is a great fit for most, especially when approaching retirement. For those with high net worth and complex planning challenges, consider the Annex Private Client Experience. And if you're just starting out, Annex Ignite might be the right fit. Head to AnnexWealth.com, click the Get Started button. It only takes a couple of minutes. It's time to put things in order and lower the stress and anxiety. Know the difference with a fee-only fiduciary. That's Annex Wealth Management, AnnexWealth.com.
IndyCar returns to the Milwaukee Mile at Wisconsin State Fair Park this Labor Day weekend, August 30th through September 1st. The Hy-Vee Milwaukee Mile 250s weekend features NTT IndyCar Series races on both Saturday and Sunday. Don't miss the fun in the free fan zone all weekend long, including live entertainment at the Bank 59 Amphitheater with headliners including Ian Munsick and Quiet Riot. Get your tickets now at wistatefair.com and experience Hy-Vee Milwaukee Mile 250s weekend, August 30th through September 1st.
An unsuspecting driver at a gas station in Wisconsin.
Welcome, Pump 15. How you doing?
Great.
Were you wearing your seatbelt today?
I never wear my seatbelt.
We're going to get him. We're going to get him real good.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello, sir. How you doing? Dollar Driver. It takes 1 second to strap a seatbelt on. Well, let's do this. Let's do it together. Now, don't that feel better?
Donald Driver can't always be there to remind you.
Click it or ticket.
And let's reduce fatalities on Wisconsin roadways.
And I should have recognized your voice when you're harassing.
I'm watching you.
Sponsored by Wisconsin DOT.
Traffic is sponsored by the famous Fox & Hounds restaurant near Holy Hill.
Buy one dinner, get one free tonight at the historic Fox & Hounds Supper Club, including steak and lobster. And desserts are buy one, get one free. Tables are open, foxandhoundsrestaurant.com.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
It's 3:30. I'm John Mercure. Your top story, 2 crimes in a short period of time.
I'm Julia Fellows. Stock markets tumble from open to close.
I'm Debbie Lazaga, and the good news is they have been able to reopen these closures around the Marquette. Between Lincoln Memorial Drive and the Marquette, 794 was closed in both directions for what they're calling an incident. Unfortunately, though, a lot of the city streets like Clybourne and Michigan all gummed up. They had those areas closed off as well. So keep that in mind. It is going to be difficult to get through the downtown area. That said, southbound 43, no walk in the park. We've got delays from before Hampton Avenue all the way down through the Marquette. Northbound's going to be slow from Fond du Lac up to Keefe. And westbound 94, 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight's storms are likely heavy rain, isolated to severe storms. a low of 65. Tomorrow, rain and storms early, then it'll be breezy. The high will be 72.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, tying together a fatal shooting and a vehicle fire. Milwaukee police are investigating an incident that started 11:30 Sunday night near 84th and Carmen on Milwaukee's northwest side. A 31-year-old died at the scene from a gunshot injury. The suspect then drove a vehicle to 34th and Hour and set it on fire with the victim inside. The circumstances leading up to the shooting are under investigation. Milwaukee police are seeking an unknown suspect.
It is not likely to happen at your local big box store, but parents should watch out for online scammers while searching for back-to-school deals. DATCAP's Michelle Reinen tells Wisconsin Weekend Morning News.
Fake websites that scammers have set up is a legitimate thing, and they know that this is a seasonal item that we're going to be entering into and purchasing. So scammers send fake ads claiming to be trusted businesses like Amazon.
Reinen recommends reviewing the fine print so you know if there are any restrictions on how much you can buy of an item, what the store's return and exchange policies are, and that your items ring up at the correct price.
Expect detours in Cudahy. Pennsylvania Avenue will be shut down to all traffic from Grange to Dale Avenue starting today. Cudahy officials say the shutdown is for emergency repairs to the road. High temps from over the weekend caused the concrete pavement to buckle. The road closure should take about 10 days, weather permitting.
A well-known baby store is making a comeback here in the Badger State.
Babies R Us is now open at the Kohl's in Brookfield. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel says it's the first Kohl's location in Wisconsin where shoppers can buy Babies R Us products. This as Kohl's looks for more avenues to attract customers. The hope is to see success similar to the Kohl's Sephora partnership, which the paper says the company's on track to grow into a $2 billion business by next year. 11 Kohl's locations across the state will include a Babies R Us. Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
Stock markets worldwide continue to react to bad economic news in the U.S. CBS's Jared Hill looks at what's behind the sell-off and has advice for 401k investors.
Stocks nosedived as soon as the opening bell rang. The Dow sank more than 1,000 points in seconds Monday, with tech and bank stocks hit hard. The turbulence on Wall Street follows a major sell-off worldwide. Japan's Nikkei index plummeted for a second day, marking the worst two-day decline ever.
Japan is definitely the market being affected the most, but there are also other tech-savvy markets such as South Korea and Taiwan.
The global decline stems from Friday's U.S. jobs report, which showed hiring slowing more than expected.
Annex Wealth Management's Dave Spano tells WTMJ he expects the Federal Reserve to cut rates.
It's going to be something likely of a 25 to perhaps even a 50 basis point cut in interest rates in September. And if that happens, that will be smoothing to the markets.
Spano doesn't expect the Fed to make any announcements before its meeting in September. Coming up at 4:45, we speak to him live with more updates after the markets closed.
Only you can prevent forest fires, but you can also wish Smokey the Bear a happy 80th birthday. Veronica Hinkey with the U.S. Forest Service tells Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News he's receiving several celebrations across Wisconsin all summer, including here at the State Fair.
Smokey Bear will be making periodic visits from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Monday, August 5th, and on Friday, August 9th, on his actual birthday. So that is really neat. People can come and pose for photos, and there are gifts and cards.
Smokey celebrations are hosted by the DNR inside Exploratory Park.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All sports desk. Despite losing 4 out of 5 games, the Brewers begin the day with a 5.5 game lead over the Cardinals for first place in the NL Central. A 6-game road trip resumes tomorrow night in Atlanta against the Braves. Giannis and Team Greece will take to the floor tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the morning Central Time at the Olympics. Team USA's current medal count is at 75.
Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 3:36.
This report is sponsored by Diamonds Direct. Your love, their passion.
Okay, I'm ready to record my jewelry store's new radio spot. I got a great script that really goes after Diamonds Direct and how they're nothing special and how we can match their price. Great stuff.
Oh, great. We have this new technology that bleeps out any false claims, so it saves us time with editing. So you can start anytime.
Okay, here goes. When you visit our jewelry store, we'll guarantee direct. Our diamonds come straight. We have cutters. And, hey, what the?
The hard truth is that other jewelry stores simply can't do what Diamonds Direct can.
Diamonds Direct has special relationship with De Beers, international connections, and virtually unlimited buying power. The result is true direct importer pricing, exceptional quality, and up to 30 times the diamond selection you find at other stores.
I can't believe this thing won't let me say.
Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Get more truth at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Now open in Wauwatosa.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
We are broadcasting live from the Bank 59 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair. You've had some of the food from Lef's.
Yes.
It's pretty good. You shared with me the deep fried pickles. They were pretty good.
I'm ready for more.
located-
How about you?
Bring it. Let's go. Located on Grandstand Avenue and 2nd Street here at the Wisconsin State Fair. They've got live music every day. They've got a great menu. When you're here at the fair, check out Lef's, Miller Lite Sports Bar, and Grill. What a great weekend it was. Great weather. What'd you do this weekend?
Yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous yesterday. I was at a wonderful event called Bike for Friendship, volunteered there. Here's all the 200 bikers that left the starting line in Mequon to go on 5 to up to 100-mile routes. It's all for a really great cause. It's to raise money for nonprofit Friendship Circle, a division of Lubavitch, Wisconsin. Its goal is for every person living with disabilities to have a friend, something Holly Kramer takes to heart. She made it to the finish line with her daughter, Allie, who lives with cerebral palsy. She loves this organization because her daughter is welcome and her differences are celebrated, she says.
This type of event where you can do it together and be part of the community, that means the world.
Oh my God, yes.
It's fantastic.
You're going to have me cry because there's so many people that look down on our kids and say, oh, you poor child. We don't care. I'm sorry.
No.
Most of us don't care what condition they're in, just that they're above ground.
That was very nice.
Wow, that's sweet.
The bike ride helped raise $150,000 yesterday for this nonprofit. They've been in existence in Wisconsin for 20 years, and Holly says she hopes that it lasts another 20 more. The newer program that they just started is the Friendship Cafe in Fox Point. It provides employment to adults with disabilities, and one leader explains more.
They're so fulfilled because they're adults and they say, I am a chef or I am a barista, and they're proud. You see people who thought that they couldn't do anything, or families thought that they were just like there was no future, and now there is such a bright future.
You can learn more at fcwi.org. That's fcwi.org. There's something that happens once you turn 21 if you're someone who has intellectual or developmental disabilities, John. So that's when you're cut off from high school. And a lot of those, that's their life, is going there. And so they call it falling off the cliff. So that is the one thing that Friendship Circle is trying to do with their cafe, is to give them an opportunity to find employment. And it was all born from one member called Saul. He lost his job and wasn't even given a reason why at a grocery store. So they decided to start this little bakery in a synagogue. And it's
Is it a local organization or national?
It's international.
Wow.
But Friendship Circle Wisconsin is statewide.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's really nice, and now it's grown into its own cafe, and there's a lot of people that can make some mean macchiatos, and they can. The goal is for them to get a job outside of the cafe then. So it's really nice.
It's nice that you volunteer there too. Isn't that a rewarding way to spend part of the day?
Oh my gosh, it makes my day.
And some of them went 100 miles. That is so far. What's the furthest you've ever biked? Bicycled?
Oh, maybe 6 miles.
Okay. When I was younger, like 7th, 8th grade, my dad was a big bicycler, and we would go on these rides that were 100 miles. It was so far. It's so far. And they were doing it like in August. Like, this is the hottest time of year.
I know. I was thinking about them. Yeah, and that was the one thing, is that they were willing to go out into the heat, on a really hot day, on a nice day. We don't have many nice summer days, right, John? And they were willing to do this and to raise money for a special cause. The person who raised the most was $6,000 individually with 64 donations, and she won an award for doing
very,
so.
Very cool. That's outstanding. Hey, coming up on the show as we continue to broadcast live from the Wisconsin State Fair, we'll take you inside the markets. Why are they tanking? And are you nervous like I am what the rest of the week might look like? Could the Fed do an emergency rate cut, jump in, try to help the markets? We will be joined by Dave Spano from Annex Wealth Management at 4:45. The Wisconsin apple growers. It's that time of year. Pretty soon those apples will be ripe. They're with us in the studio coming up from the State Fair. And Paul Farrow, the Waukesha County Executive, is also with us live coming up this afternoon. Plus, what I think is the most powerful moment yet in these Olympic Games. We'll share that with you during the 5 o'clock hour as well. It is 3:41 at WTMJ. Debbie helps get you home up next.
Be our eyes on the road. See something out there that I should know about?
I-94 eastbound. A semi just came to a screeching stop in the center lane. I think he's broken down right there.
Call me, Debbie Lazaga, at the Hall Volkswagen traffic tip line at 414-238-9329.
On southbound I-94, right around Drexel Avenue, there's a wreck in the left lane, and the left lane is blocked.
The drive affects you. Why not be part of it? Give me a call, 414-238-9329.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the best in the business. Every product is custom made. Patio doors, sliding screen doors, windows. I love their products. Nobody I trust more than Pella to work in my house. A window for every home and budget. They can provide any material because they're all out there, right? Wood, laminate, fiberglass, they've got it all. Check out the Experience Center. It is much more than just a showroom. It's an experience center. It's incredible. I love this company because of their commitment. All the glass is made right here in Wisconsin. $30,000 worth of samples on every one of those showroom on wheels. It's Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin right now. 0 interest for up to 3 years. No money down in equal payments. 0 interest for up to 3 years. Hurry. Offer extends to the end of the month. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com today. PellaWI.com.
Everybody knows. Season, it's festival season, and Potawatomi has the winningest one, WinFest. You could make it an awesome August with a share of $500,000. Play with your rewards card for entries, hourly drawings every Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. $25,000 in cash and prizes each drawing. It's the $500,000 WinFest. Get in on the fun, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at pacebig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Are you in need of expert exterior renovations? Look no further than Ridgetop Exteriors. For over 22 years, we've been the trusted name in roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutter replacements.
I couldn't be happier with the new roof Ridgetop Exteriors installed. It's like having a brand new home.
The team at Ridgetop Exteriors made upgrading my siding a breeze. Quality work and friendly service.
With a track record of excellence, we take pride in transforming houses into dream homes. Visit us today at ridgetopexteriors.com for a free consultation. Ridgetop Exteriors, your trusted local affordable partners.
When you're at State Fair this year, be sure to check out the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater, State Fair's largest free entertainment venue, featuring acts like Here Come the Mummies, Gaelic Storm, and Pat McCurdy. Bank 5-9 is a proud sponsor of the fair and a proud supporter of the local Wisconsin communities they've served since 1859. So grab your bucket of lemonade or beer, something on a stick, and join Bank 5-9 between August 1st and 11. Member FDIC.
Traffic and weather and a special surprise outside our windows here at State Fair. All right, first Deb, let's take a look at the roads.
All right, southbound 43, if it wasn't complicated enough through the Marquette, right in the Marquette, we've got a crash. It's off on the right shoulder at least, but still. Damage is done. Delays from before Hampton Avenue all the way down. We've got westbound 94 slowing out of the Marquette all the way to almost Hawley Road. And then on eastbound 94, right about at Blue Mound Road, looks like we might have some lanes needing to be closed because of another crash there. So delays coming in from Highway 164 to that point. We've also got some backups on westbound 894 coming out of the Mitchell Interchange all the way to Loomis. Hey, while you're out navigating the roads as quickly and safely as possible, if you see something we should know about, call the WTMJ Hall Volkswagen traffic tip line at 414-238-9329. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, storms are likely with heavy rain, a low of 65. Tomorrow, rain and storms really early. Then it'll be breezy, a high of 72. Wednesday, mostly sunny. The humidity goes down, high of 76. Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy. Thursday, a high of 79. Friday, a high of 80.
Broadcasting live from the Wisconsin State Fair's the Bank 5-9 studio. Come on by and say hello. We're in the Guest Services Pavilion. Let's bring in, is it Tim from Oconomowoc? Yes, it is. Tim, what is that beast of a box that you're lugging around the grounds?
So funny today. My wife and I were just looking for something to cool our sunroom in our home, and this is just a little portable air cooler that you actually put cold water into, and it cools your room like any air conditioning unit would. So actually feeling it coming out of the demo unit, my wife and I were convinced that it'd be perfect for our 2 dogs at home.
How heavy is that box?
I would guess it's probably like 40 to 40.
Oh my gosh.
It's not that bad.
Wow. Are we doing anything more with the box?
No.
You're going straight home?
We were going straight home, but an interview for a 620 was way more.
Oh, excellent. So how much cooler will that take the air temperature, do they tell you, than what it currently is in a room?
12 degrees cooler.
So that could make a big difference. If it's 85 in the room, you can get it down to where it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Wow, they got you.
They did get me, yeah.
They got you.
Can we ask you how much that thing costs?
Yes.
It was a little over $300.
No!
Yes.
Whoa. Yes. Those dogs must be special dogs.
Yeah, I'm a proud pet parent, so I will go to any length to make sure that they're comfortable.
Well, you're welcome that we gave you a break. You've been standing here. We appreciate you talking to us. Have a great rest of the day at the fair.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank
this is
you.
where you get traffic and weather together.
Oh, wow. That's good. Put it in the promo.
Whoa.
Yeah, good.
Right there.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tim
Well
from
done.
Oconomowoc.
Yeah.
There he
when you're on
goes.
vacation, next time you're on vacation, Tim from Oconomowoc is going to fill in that chair that you're sitting in right there.
He's showing it to other people.
Look at how
They're
he
checking
should-
it. He's
he
hawking
needs
it to somebody else.
He needs to get a commission from whoever's selling those things.
Definitely.
Alex Stone, ABC News in Los Angeles, talking about weather that's on the other coast. Boy, it's the tropical storm Debbie, and it sounds like it's going to be a mess. Alex, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, and really it's a mess not only for those who are impacted by it directly with the rain coming down, but the travel impact today. The numbers are going up pretty rapidly. 2,100 flights canceled today, 5,290 that have been delayed. The problem being it's a lot of rain. It is going to sit there. Right now it's moving toward and impacting Savannah, and it's not even going to get to Charleston until Thursday, they're thinking. I mean, it is moving that slowly, and it's just going to sit and dump all this rain. Listen to this, the order of airports in the world that have the most canceled flights today. In this order, before you get to one that is not in the U.S., Orlando, Tampa, Miami, Charlotte, LaGuardia, Fort Lauderdale, Atlanta, Chicago Air, JFK, Newark, Philadelphia, Boston, Reagan National, Jacksonville, Southwest Florida Airport, Dallas, Detroit, Nashville, Houston, George Bush, and Palm Beach. Those are the airports with the most canceled flights, all before the first airport, not in the U.S., which would be Tel Aviv because of the fighting going on there. But American Airlines, Southwest, Spirit, Delta, they've got the most canceled flights because they serve that area of the country the most. And then Chicago O'Hare and Dallas, that's because those are American Airlines hubs that fly to those areas. So it's not going to end anytime soon. The rain could last in many areas until Thursday or Friday, and it's going to mean a lot of flooding. But for now, impacting people out of that region, it's a lot of flight problems.
Alex Stone is with us. So, Alex, you mentioned Charleston. We have a home in Hilton Head, and I was talking to our neighbors who are watching the house. They said rain's coming down sideways. It's raining really hard. It's supposed to just sit, and that's going to be really tough. Charleston is prone to flooding as it is. Savannah floods very easily, but this did not come ashore as a hurricane. Is that right?
Well, it was technically a hurricane as it was coming into Florida, but it very quickly came down to tropical storm. It's a tropical storm now, and that's more on the wind side of things, but not accounting for the rain, and the rain is what this is going to be all about. And, yeah, you think of Savannah and Charleston being the low country, and it's known that way for a reason, and it can easily flood. Savannah's airport today, technically the airport is open right now, but as the day goes on, a lot of flights being canceled. Pretty much everything this evening is being canceled. The mayor telling people, just don't drive around. There's no reason to be around.
This is nothing to play with. If you don't have to be on the street, then don't be on the street.
And for many people who have been through hurricanes, they say, tropical storm, not that big of a deal. It's not even a Cat 1 hurricane at this point. Yeah, but because it is going to park itself for so many days, and some of the track that we've been watching up the East Coast isn't even looking until Saturday or Sunday for it really to begin moving, that it's going to be sitting there for so many days dropping a lot of rain.
You know, that Savannah airport for 4 years in a row has been voted the best airport in America, and it's a beautiful little airport. Alex, you cover aviation. So with what's happening today, the cancellations, the rerouting, the planes sitting on the ground, what is that part of the story likely to look like in the coming days for air travel?
It's going to be a problem. A week, 2 weeks ago, with the big IT outage, that was Delta's issue. That Delta is involved in this as well because they do fly a lot in the southeast, with their main hub being their headquarters in Atlanta. But really, in a lot of these markets, and after Miami got hit and Orlando and Charlotte coming up, This one is going to be American Airlines, and how does American Airlines get things back on track? Are they able to do it better than Delta was 2 weeks ago in that IT outage? That today, their numbers, just pulling up compared to the other airlines, American has about 400 flights that are canceled right now, 775 that are delayed, and those are pretty much all in that area. Southwest is a little bit behind that. So both American and Southwest, they're going to have to figure some things out these next couple of days. It's not going to be a one-day thing. It is going to go on day after day. Your planes are going to be in the wrong cities. Your crews are going to be in the wrong cities. And it's going to be a question of how they put it all back together. Delta has been getting a lot of criticism for not doing that very well and letting theirs go on for many days after the IT outage. It'll be a question how well can those that are going to be impacted out of this, how well do they do?
You raise such a good point, Alex, and it's going to roll up the coast. So right now, you already mentioned there are problems at Logan and Boston, but I mean places like LaGuardia and JFK, and you go up the coast there, it's just going to be exaggerated even more, I would imagine, the next couple of days.
It's going to be a slow roller over the next week or so as it makes its way up. There's another big storm that's been dropping a bunch of rain over the New England area, so some of that is not even from what's going on with Debbie. That is what the rain that they've dealt with over Vermont and over Massachusetts and elsewhere. So it's kind of a double whammy in that. So some of the Boston Logan comes from that, but this is heading that way. It is going to be slow, the track bringing it up over Raleigh and Washington, D.C., but not quickly. And so that's going to be a problem as it goes hub to hub. Charlotte for American Airlines, and then up the coast to Newark for United Airlines, and then JFK for American and Delta. So going up the coast, it could be a problem.
Ever been to the State Fair, Alex?
In Wisconsin?
Well, not in Wisconsin, but you've been in California?
No, I don't think I have. Up in Sacramento, I've been to a lot of county fairs, but not the state one.
You got to come to our state fair. So we're
I
talking
want to come to yours. That would be amazing.
It's an amazing state fair. Isn't our state fair fantastic? Yeah, don't you love Alex Stone from ABC News? Look at Alex. The people are clamoring for you here.
To make cold air come out in my house like that guy had, I'd be all in.
It was pretty cool. ABC's Alex Stone. Thanks for always keeping us in the know, Alex. We appreciate it.
You got it. Thanks, guys. Have fun.
When I go into that exposition hall,
Yeah.
it felt like it was whack-a-mole looking at everything with my eyes.
Isn't it overwhelming?
Yeah.
So one of the things we do every year is my wife comes one night, and we walk through the expo hall, and she insists on going every single aisle. So we go up and down every aisle. There's the guy with the ShamWow, you know. It can clean anything. It can. There's the guy chopping wood. It's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of people. I would definitely suggest going into the Wisconsin Makers area.
Yeah, the Wisconsin Product Pavilion is really cool. We're going to have somebody actually join us from there. The apple growers folks in the Wisconsin Products Pavilion will wander on down here. They'll be here in about a half an hour. You're right. That's a really, really special place. So they will be with us. The markets, I know we've been talking a lot about the bad day on the markets. What I want to know is what's it likely to look like tomorrow, and what does it take to stop this from happening? It was bad Friday. It was even worse today. Dave Spano will be with us coming up at 4:45. Steve Novak went to Marquette, played in the NBA. He's got a really cool project going on. He will join us coming up at 5:05, and Paul Farrow at 5:15. All here as we continue to broadcast live from the Wisconsin State Fair. If you want to see the show, you can text the word WATCH. We've got cameras set up here at the fair. It's kind of cool. Text the word WATCH to 855-616-1620. WATCH to 855-616-1620.
Oh, look at this guy with all these boxes. Darn.
What's he got there?
He's got a whole bunch of boxes. Hey, you with the boxes.
Hey, box boy.
Hey.
I think does he work here? Maybe.
Darn.
They look like he has.
Everybody else is looking.
No, not you, sir. But you are very handsome. You're welcome.
We're trying to get people who are carrying giant boxes at the fair because it looks absolutely miserable.
Yeah, and it's getting hot too.
Oh yeah,
it's getting hot out there. It's 3:56 at WTMJ. Here are your business headlines.
These are your business headlines from the Milwaukee Business Journal.
Yummy Bones BBQ restaurant is moving to Crossroads Collective. The restaurant will move into a stall that has been occupied by Ready to Roll since November 2023. Yummy Bones is expected to open August 19th. Frontier Airlines drops flights from Milwaukee. The air carrier has dropped routes to Orlando and Fort Myers, Florida, and its routes to Philadelphia and Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, will end August 11th. Kohl's adds Babies R Us shop at its Brookfield location. The store is one of the first 2 stores nationally to feature the Babies R Us items beginning July 31st. 11 stores in Wisconsin will have Babies R Us shops by the end of September. I'm Logan Hansen with MilwaukeeBusinessJournal.com on News Radio WTMJ.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
John Mercure here for Landworks Wisconsin. So guess what? My yard got done last week. Landworks Wisconsin came in. They tore out almost all the landscaping that we've had for 20 years, big bushes. They took trees out. They planted new perennials, new stuff. They recut my lawn. It is absolutely stunning. The best part about Landworks Wisconsin, we had one guy from beginning to end. Joe is our guy. Landscape architects and horticultural team members that are the best in the business. You have a single point of contact with Landworks Wisconsin, helping you create dreams in your yard. Fresh ideas, solutions that stand the test of time. It's landworkswisconsin.com. The crews are friendly. Manny, the guy who headed our crew, absolutely incredible. It's landworkswisconsin.com. Nice website. Check it out today. landworkswisconsin.com.
Sponsored by Grandview Homes, the name you know, the name you trust. GrandviewHomes.com.
Why trust Grandview Homes to buy your home? It's simple. We make the home selling process fast, easy, and stress-free, even if your home is less than perfect. No real estate agents, no repairs, no cleanouts needed. Leave the mess and the stress to us. At Grandview Homes, we live and work in your neighborhoods. Our reputation is built on 15 years treating sellers with the dignity and respect they deserve. Visit GrandviewHomes.com for your fair cash offer today. Grandview Homes, the fastest and easiest way to sell your home.
Why settle for just the job when you could have a career in the exciting automobile industry? The Auto Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee new car dealer members have service, technician, sales, administrative, and management positions available now. The first word in career is car, and one of the best places to find a great career opportunity is at an Adam new car dealer.
For current great paying job opportunities, visit adam.jobs. That's ADAMM.jobs.
For love of the game.
But there's nothing like being selected to the Olympic team.
And love of their country.
Championship of that level, gold medal, means more.
Tune into Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Inside stories from Buck stars on the agony and triumph of competing to win it all at the Olympics. It's Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
Breathing triangle problems negatively affect your sleep, making it hard to be at your best. Balloon sinuplasty can help solve these problems so you can breathe well, sleep well, and live better.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Tune in on Sundays at 10 a.m. for the AccuNet Mortgage and Realty Show. Join AccuNet's Brian and David Wickert for the most up-to-date information on mortgage trends, along with timely news on the real estate market. The housing market is in flux, but the national headlines don't often fit local market conditions. Find out what's really happening on the front lines of real estate and mortgage financing in Wisconsin and make better decisions by tuning in every Sunday at 10 a.m. The AccuNet Mortgage and Realty Show with Brian and David Wickert on WTMJ.
Traffic is sponsored by Kowal Investment Group, the retirement specialists. Retire well with Kowal.
A strong retirement plan should go beyond investment management. At Kowal Investment Group, our fiduciary advisors can help you reach your retirement goals. Call us today or visit us online at thekowalway.com.
Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
It's 4:01. I'm John Mercure. Your top story, the campaign trail heads back to Wisconsin.
I'm Julia Fellow, remembering a tragedy in Oak Creek.
I'm Debbie Lazica. A little bit of good news on eastbound 94, right about a Blue Mound Road. We had that earlier accident that had things backing up. They were able to clear the accident. Unfortunately, the delays are still there from Highway F all the way through to about Brookfield Road, so just be careful with that. The westbound side's going to be slow from just west of Highway 100 all the way to about Moreland. And then a little bit before that, we've got basically delays from 25th Street to about Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 43 still has this accident off on the right shoulder right through the Marquette. It's going to be slow basically from North Avenue all the way down. Back that up a step, we've got delays from Hampton Avenue all the way down past Keefe as well. Northbound is going to be slow basically from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to Keefe. I'm Debbie Lazago with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, storms are likely. Could have some heavy weather and rain, a low of 65. Tomorrow, a little rain in the morning, a high of 72 degrees. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Decision, Wisconsin, the campaign trail goes through Eau Claire. Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance will deliver remarks at a campaign event in Eau Claire on Wednesday. His campaign says he'll speak at Woolard International, which makes equipment for the aviation industry. It's his first campaign visit to Wisconsin since the Republican National Convention. Vice President Kamala Harris will also hold a campaign rally in Eau Claire on Wednesday. She will likely bring her yet-to-be-named running mate with her.
A court hearing will determine where pro-Palestinian demonstrators can take place during the Democratic National Convention in Chicago this month. News Nation's Mills Hayes.
Exactly where those demonstration zones are going to be is what the key question is here, because we know that these protesters, they want to be visible. They want to be on main streets. They want to be loud about what they're protesting about, specifically the war in Gaza and how they see the issues going on there and the suffering of the Palestinian people. They want that to be front and center at the DNC. So we're waiting to see exactly where that location is going to be.
The group March on the DNC 2024 plans to be about a 10-minute walk from the convention site at the United Center.
Community members will get an opportunity to weigh in on the future of the Northridge Mall property.
Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson and 9th District Alderwoman Larissa Taylor will lead a town hall and Q&A discussion regarding the former mall site and will take input from the community on plans for the site's future. The city has remained mum on what lies next for the former mall, which has been mostly vacant since its 2003 closure. Teardown of the former mall began last March, and the city has said work making the site ready for development will be complete by fall of 2025. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Tonight's meeting at Milwaukee Vincent High School is from 5:30 to 7:30.
Recalling the impact of the tragedy in Oak Creek, Wade Michael Page, the gunman with ties to white supremacist groups, killed 6 people and wounded 4 others before killing himself in 2012.
Today marks 12 years since the shooting at the Oak Creek Sikh Temple of Wisconsin. Milwaukee business owner Andy Tarnoff joined WTMJ this morning to talk about the impact of August 5th, 2012 on mass shootings and gun violence in this country.
It seemed unbelievably tragic at that time, and it was. But now you think about all the mass shootings, now you think about the hate crimes, and I wonder if it just has become a blip in America's consciousness.
Steve Scavidi, WTMJ News.
The Department of Justice declared this mass shooting both a hate crime and a terrorist attack.
Coming up, a mystery solved after 10 years.
Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 4:04.
This report is sponsored by Diamonds Direct. Your love, their passion.
When you come to Diamonds Direct, we know it's always the start of a celebration, an engagement, your wedding day, honoring a lifetime of love, searching for that special birthday gift for the one you love the most, and all the celebrations in between. That's why we've curated a shopping experience to match your excitement. You walk into a beautiful showroom with experts eager to help, or if you prefer, just explore on your own as long as you like. At Diamonds Direct, we've taken pressure out of the process. Our experts are cheerful and engaging. We'll help you on your terms with your price range when you're ready. We've made it easy by offering virtually unlimited options. With everything in our showcase being handpicked for its beauty and quality, you can't go wrong. You are guaranteed to get the best value because we are the value leader, and you have confidence in knowing you are protected with our lifetime warranties and guarantees. Diamonds Direct's experience is designed with our goal of creating not just a happy moment, but a magical one. So you leave smiling, just like you came in. Diamonds Direct, for your best moments in life. Get store hours and directions at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct, now open in Wauwatosa.
Don't think twice. Call
Call Geis. Since 1955, Geis has been the trusted garage authority in Wisconsin. Hey, don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget. They'll even build custom designs to meet your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geisdoors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design rooms.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
An epic Brewers homestand kicks off August 9th, featuring a division duel against the Reds. First place battles with the Dodgers and Guardians, plus 3 giveaway games. Find the game for you at brewers.com/tickets.
Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time 4:06.
A 10-year mystery finally solved in New York City by an independent candidate for president.
Robert Kennedy Jr. reveals he's the one who dumped a dead bear cub in Central Park in 2014. He says he was driving in the suburbs when a car in front of him hit the animal.
I pulled over and I picked up the bear and put him in the back of my van because I was going to skin the bear, and it was very good condition, and I was going to put the meat in my refrigerator.
In a video, he tells Roseanne Barr that after dining into the night with friends, he realized it was best to dump the cub. So
I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike.
No one ever determined for sure whether a bicyclist was to blame. RFK Jr. says he's coming clean before the New Yorker magazine publishes the story. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News, New York.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports desk. After losing 4 of 5, the Brewers have the day off, but are still 5.5 up over the Cardinals in the NL Central. 6-game road trip resumes Tuesday in Atlanta against the Braves. And it's game week for the Packers. The team begins the preseason Saturday night in Cleveland against the Browns.
Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time 4:08.
This report is sponsored by Associated Bank. You've got this with Associated Bank. Member FDIC.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, it's WTMJ's Greg Matzik. Have you been to the Hounds and Tap yet? In Menominee Falls, this state-of-the-art facility and the ultimate hangout for hounds and humans. Grab a drink at the indoor-outdoor tavern, let your dogs hang out. You can even book professional grooming services, from pedicures to full spa treatments. Every day is a play day at the Hounds and Tap. Hang out with your dog and others, or drop your dog off for doggy daycare or doggy boarding services. Check out thehoundsandtap.com. That's thehoundsandtap.com.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air. Now broadcasting live inside the Bank 59 studios at the Wisconsin State Fair. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fellow.
Hey, look who's outside our window.
Oh my God, 2 of our favorite people. It's Greg Matzik and meteorologist Kristen Kershane.
Hello, hello.
Are you out here today all day, Kristen, doing your stuff at 5 and 6?
Yeah, for the 5 and the 6, yes.
That's fantastic.
Can't you see the line?
Oh, look at that.
It's forming, I'm telling you.
They don't know that the celebrities are right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is this your first day out?
Here?
Yeah. Yes. And I really want to go see the pig racing.
Okay.
It's at 5:30, I guess, and I'm really excited.
Oh, that's so
So,
cute.
Matzik, remember last year, the year before, we did a feature where I went over to the pig racing and I had them name the pigs after Greg.
Oh,
I do recall that, yes.
And a pig named Gregalot or something won.
And then you had an incident with trying to milk a cow, didn't you?
I did. The cow didn't like it. I didn't have a tender touch, I guess.
No, that's at 5 o'clock, and I kind of want to see that, too. I've never seen someone milk a cow in person.
You should try it. You
Have
should
you ever milked
do
one?
it.
You gotta
You
do
think
it.
they would let me try it?
Absolutely.
Not, but you should try it.
It's really fun.
Don't ask permission.
Just do it.
You just go in. Yeah.
John, what happened? Did the cow kick you?
The cow kicked the bucket over first, then the cow kicked me, then it started making weird noises.
I don't want any of
And
that.
milk was squirting all over.
No, I think you'll do great, Kristen. It's not
That's
that
not
hard.
Greg.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
Before you got here, Matzik flashed us.
Yeah.
We're not
did.
joking.
Yeah.
You can't get that out of your mind.
It was rather exciting, actually.
We've also made some adjustments. So we're, Eric Bilston and I are working like the spin wheel in our information booth. And we ran out a couple of prizes, so we wrote Vetrano's phone number on the spin wheel.
Oh, my God.
So now we're giving that away.
To call him.
Calls to Vinny over his vacation.
Oh, perfect.
That is so good. What could go wrong?
Oh, nothing at all. Yeah, or everything, which is great. Either way.
Yeah.
So, Kristen, where are you right now? And where can
Are you
people
in
say
Central
hello?
Park
We're
somewhere?
right at Central Park. Yeah, so just like right across from where this band is playing. You guys, this is hilarious. The band that's playing right now is called the Flood Brothers.
Oh, my
I'm not
gosh.
even kidding. I know. How hilarious is that?
That's perfect.
I know.
Amazing.
I thought
I'm
so
so glad you came over.
I know. It's good to see you guys.
It's fun to
Yes.
see you, Matzik. Keep it clean.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
See you later.
We'll see ya.
Bye, Kristen. Good seeing you.
Come on out to the Wisconsin State Fair.
She was just texting me.
And here
That's
she is.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
love
let's
it.
give away tickets. So we've got tickets for the State Fair. As a matter of fact, a 4-pack of tickets every day. Let's give them away right now.
Yes.
Caller number, what do you think?
7?
Okay, lucky 7. Caller number 7 at 855-616-1620. You win a 4-pack of tickets to the Wisconsin State Fair. 855-616-1620. You win the 4-pack of tickets. We'll give away tickets again tomorrow and the next day and the next day. We're out here till Friday, 3 to 6 every single day. So we're in the Guest Services Pavilion. Come on by. Check us out in the Bank 59 studios. You can say hello. We're going to check your weather, by the way. Speaking of Kristen, we should have maybe asked her a weather question or two.
Yeah, we forgot.
Rain is coming tonight,
It
likely. Don't let it change your plans, though. There are lots of places to get inside. It's not going to rain all night. We'll dive into your forecast in depth with Chief Meteorologist Brian Niznansky during the 5 o'clock hour. But it is going to rain tonight. Most of it will probably be late. So don't let it screw everything up, but just be aware. It is 4:13 at WTMJ. Debbie helps get you home up next.
Vince Vetrano here from Wisconsin's Morning News, reminding you to subscribe to the Wisconsin's Morning News podcast. We update it every day with every segment, every interview, and every bit we do on the show. Wait, we don't do bits on the show.
I am jazzed as hell.
It's about 110 degrees in this room. Nice job with the air conditioning, whoever.
All right, maybe we do some bits.
Bullseye!
The Wisconsin's Morning News Podcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Presented by Tri-County Contracting.
Mineshaft Restaurant in Hartford. Let me tell you about how great a deal it is. Today is Pizza Day. Free pizza today at the Mineshaft. Every Monday when you buy one pizza, you get a second pizza free. Buy 2 pizzas, get 2 free. Buy 20 pizzas, get 20 free pizzas. That's how they roll. Business owners and managers, bring your groups, your teams in today. It's a great deal on pizzas. Coaches, bring them on in. It's free pizza. For every pizza you buy, you get another pizza free. Your kids and grandkids can safely play in that huge game room quietly tucked away from the dining area. Order now, pick them up, or eat the pizzas there. You have a little family, you don't need multiple pizzas? Check this out. You get a pizza, you get to take one home, you have leftovers. It's Mineshaft Pizza. I love the pizza at the Mineshaft. I'm kind of a pepperoni guy, and their pepperoni is exceptional. Mondays are tough enough. Don't cook. Buy one pizza today, get one free. Place your order now or walk on in. Visit MineShaftRestaurant.com. It's the amazing Mineshaft.
When you're at State Fair this year, be sure to check out the Bank 59 Amphitheater, State Fair's largest free entertainment venue, featuring acts like Here Come the Mummies, Gaelic Storm, and Pat McCurdy. Bank 59 is a proud sponsor of the fair and a proud supporter of the local Wisconsin communities they've served since 1859. So grab your bucket of lemonade or beer, something on a stick, and join Bank 59 between August 1st and 11. Member FDIC.
Traffic and weather. Debbie Lazaga, how's that ride rolling?
Well, still a little bit backed up southbound 43 if you're coming across the Capitol Drive area all the way down towards Keefe, and then you're back on the brakes basically from just south of North Avenue all the way down into the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Really doesn't let up till you get past the KK River. Remember, we do have this accident off on the right shoulder right in the middle of the Marquette, so of course it has to complicate matters. Delays northbound backing up from basically Kilbourne all the way up towards Keefe, and westbound on 94 backing up from about 25th Street out to Mitchell Boulevard, with the eastbound side tight as well, about from Hawley Road all the way through to about 35th Street. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, storms are likely. Could be some heavy rain. Meteorologist Kristen Kershane will join us live from the State Fair coming up during the 5 o'clock hour. Tomorrow, the rain ends early in the day. It's going to be breezy, a high of 72. On Wednesday, mostly sunny, lower humidity, a high of 76. On Thursday, partly cloudy, 79. On Friday, partly cloudy, a high of 80 degrees. Right now, it's very pleasant. It is 74 degrees.
Now batting for the Brewers Radio Network, play-by-play announcer Lane Grindle.
First pitch to Ortiz is hammered out to left center field. High and deep and way gone for Joey Ortiz.
On Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
He is Brewers broadcaster Lane Grindle joining us on the hotline. Hello, Lane.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Lane, do you guys have the off day in Atlanta today or Washington?
In Atlanta. Took off after the game last night and got into Atlanta. And so, yeah, off day today, kind of a day to pick your own friends and do what you want to do, and actually getting ready to watch the movie Twisters. So,
no way! Outstanding. That's the big hit of the summer.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I love the original, so I'm really excited to see it. It should be a good one, I think.
Who are you seeing it with?
Josh Mauer. We even on off days, we find a way to sit next to each other.
That's outstanding. How hot is it there in Atlanta?
You know, it's not been as bad today. I mean, it's warm. Temperatures in the upper 80s to 90s, but there's been a little cloud cover at times today, a little bit of a breeze. It's actually much more pleasant than D.C. was. It was really hot in Washington for the entirety of the weekend. So it feels like we came south to Atlanta to catch a little break.
So Tropical Storm Debbie is dropping rain off the coast of Georgia. That's, Atlanta's inland a little bit more. Does it look like the rain could be a threat either of the next couple of days? It's going to kind of sit there, they're saying.
Yeah, so in terms of the game, I haven't looked that far ahead. I do think that we are supposed to get some of that rain from that hurricane, the remnants of it, if you will, that are supposed to get here at some point tonight. So it could be a little bit of a factor. I haven't looked that far ahead yet to know how it might impact game times and things of that nature. It's a night game tomorrow night game on Wednesday, so we will see. But yeah, I mean, honestly, whenever we come down here, you always have some possible severe weather in the back of your head, because it feels like there's pop-up showers down here. It gets so hot and humid at times that there's a lot of times when we come down in the middle of the summer where you just plan on sitting through a rain delay at some point over the 3 games, and hopefully it's not one of those that knocks you out of the game and you can get back on the field and finish.
Well, let's hope they win, Lane, because I think they lost 4 out of the last 5 games, right?
Yeah, that I think would be correct. They won game 1 against Atlanta and won game 1 against the Nats and dropped the back 2 games in both of those series. So, yeah, that'd be right. Yeah, look, here's the thing. This team is young. They're going through it a little bit right now, and they're certainly not playing their best baseball. I think they would be the first to tell you that. I think they're 12-15 since July 1, so 3 games below 500 since that time. But they were up 7.5 games on June 19th. That was their largest lead. Still up 5.5. So they've lost 2 games in a month and a half. When you're playing from ahead, that's a great thing. It's hard for other teams to catch you because they have to play at a really, really high level. And if you can play 500 ball, it's going to be hard for those teams to catch up. Not that it can't be done, certainly can be. And at some point, the Brewers want to put together a big stretch of their own, and I think they will. But we've been pretty blessed with this group because they just haven't had an extended losing streak at any point in time. They've had stretches where they haven't played their best baseball, but they've never lost more than 3 in a row. That's really unheard of over the course of a 162, and they have never got into one of those really, really rough stretches. That's how you win divisions. You play winning baseball in all the other months, and your tough month hopefully is one where you're just a couple games below 500. They've been above 500 in every month other than July. Hopefully they can get things going in the right direction here in August and finish strong over the next 2 months.
Brewers broadcaster Lane Grindle is with us. So, Lane, I know you work nights a lot when the Olympics are on. Are you an Olympics guy? You've been checking out what's going on in Paris?
A little here and there. I ran college track, so I always have my eye on the track and field events. And so the 100 final yesterday was pretty neat. I'm a huge fan of Sydney McLaughlin. I just think she's an incredible athlete, and what she's been able to do in the sport of track and field is really impressive. So I keep my eye on the track and field events specifically. Those are the ones that usually catch my attention and have me tuning in when I can. But the thing is, the sprint events, and I was a sprinter, and so that's what I'm the most into. I can pull those up on Twitter and watch them in 10 seconds or in 21 seconds, depending on if it's the 100 or the 200. So I don't always have to tune in right at that time to still be able to see, like, I saw the whole thing. It's not like watching a 4-quarter football game or a 9-inning baseball game, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So here's our question, because we were just talking about this with Jason Smith in the last hour. Did you wear really long jewelry? Because we're seeing some of them doing these sprinting with all these long necklaces
Huge
on.
chains.
Wouldn't that be distracting?
So I was a sprinter, and my first year of college was 2000. My first season was 2001, the spring of that year. And that was the really big coral necklace phase, like where you wore it almost like a
yeah.
There's pictures floating around out there somewhere of me in my track singlet, and I might have been in a tanning booth recently, and I have a
like an Abercrombie and Fitch model.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my look. It looked really good in 8th place most of the time in college, but that was my look, and I cringe when I see it now.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Was it the white shells, the little white shells with like the yarn, the brown yarn?
Yep, exactly what you're thinking it is. Yep, that's what it was.
That's amazing. So did you run the 100 and the 200?
Yeah. Yep. And
Excellent.
I ran the 400 a little bit. And after my freshman year of college, the coaches came to me and said, you're probably good enough to contribute at these events, but if you want to be really good, like all conference, try to be an All-American, you need to try to run the 800 and the mile.
Okay, so we need a photo of Lane. If anyone has this, where did you go to school, Lane?
University of South Dakota.
Oh, we need it.
We're going to find this. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to dig this
We're
up.
going to find this photo, and we are going to post it for sure. Are you a South Dakota guy, Lane?
No, Southwest Iowa.
Okay.
So
okay.
Vermillion, South Dakota was like 2.5 hours away.
Yeah. I worked in Sioux Falls for 3 years.
So yeah, I love Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls is a beautiful town.
Yeah, it's a great city. All right, we're going to find this picture.
I'm already looking online.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to have this posted before the end of the show. Lane, enjoy the movie, and thanks for always making some time for us.
I'm not looking forward to turning my phone back on when I get out.
Oh yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, you're going to get a little surprised late this afternoon. Take care, Lane. Enjoy Atlanta.
All right, see you guys.
Wait, I think I see it. Lane, are you still there?
Do you have it?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're so lucky. We Are South Dakota is the paw with the S&D?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. We're going to keep digging.
I'm getting close. I'm already getting close. All right, we'll keep digging.
If she's on it, Lane, you have no chance. She's tenacious. We'll talk to you soon, my friend.
Sounds good, everybody.
It is 4:24 at WTMJ. He has no idea. We're going to definitely find the picture.
Mm-hmm.
If you can help us, if you can find a picture of Lane Grindle wearing a coral necklace and a track singlet, text it to us, 855-616-1620. The markets today, it was really bad. The Dow plunged. The S&P had a sell-off. The NASDAQ was off 3%. Let's start there. The NASDAQ was down 576 points. The Dow was off 1,034. The S&P dropped 160 points. Annex Wealth Management. The guy, CEO Dave Spano, will be with us coming up here in about 20 minutes. Annex, know the difference.
Labor shortages, retention problems, it's been a challenging time for my business. But in Wisconsin, there's 600,000 people with disabilities who are ready to work right now. They just need you to believe in them and say yes. I did.
And once you say yes, Thinkability Wisconsin will be there, providing transition and workforce support for people with disabilities and their employers to help shape a better future for all. It all starts when you say yes. Join the movement at thinkabilitywi.org.
I love the Fox and Hounds, voted the best supper club in the area, serving fabulous meals for almost 90 years. A little more, actually, in their rustic timber building. It's gorgeous. When you buy one dinner, your second dinner is free, desserts too. It's the best dining value in the state. Steak, seafood, pasta, even steak and lobster. How about prime rib on Wednesdays? Your second dinner is always free as you dine in one of those 8 elegant dining rooms. Relax with your favorite beverage on the patio in the woods. The views are absolutely spectacular. The Fox and Hounds, just off Highway 167, 2 miles east of the famous Holy Hill Shrine. Wherever you live, it's worth the beautiful drive through the Kettle Moraine Forest to the Fox and Hounds, a true summer must-see. Gift cards are perfect year-round gifts as your second dinner is always free. Order online at foxandhoundsrestaurant.com. I'm actually going to go to the Fox and Hounds this week. It's either going to be Wednesday or Thursday. I love it. Brighten up your Monday or Tuesday with a free dinner tonight. Tables are open, foxandhoundsrestaurant.com.
Can a local bank provide all the big bank services with the friendliness of a small-town neighbor? Waterstone Bank has been doing it for more than a century. This is your Waterstone Bank, and we're invested in the community, supporting education, women's and youth programs, and honoring our brave veterans and frontline heroes. We're at the heart of it all. Welcome to your Waterstone Bank.
Welcome back, Susan. How can I help you today?
Learn more at WSBOnline.com. That's WSBOnline.com. Member FDIC.
Sign up for my upcoming webinar with Annex Wealth Management's Dave Spano and Chief Economist Brian Jacobson. We'll take a look at how the sunset of the Tax Cut and Jobs Act might affect the markets and the economy. We'll review similar moments in history and how investors have reacted to increases in the past. Plus, we'll discuss if the federal government has the ability to reverse course. Join us for this insightful interactive workshop. Visit the Annex Wealth Management webinar page on WTMJ.com. Thursday, August 15th at 11. Annex, know the difference.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom-quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
Big savings are here thanks to Senator Dan Fine. He helped cut property taxes by $11 billion, making home ownership more affordable. That's not all. His efforts slashed income and franchise taxes by nearly $17 billion. Call 608-266-5300 and thank Senator Fine for keeping your money where it belongs, in your wallet. Remember, when your money's on the line, you can count on Senator Dan Fine. Paid for by the Wisconsin Realtors Advocacy Fund.
Hey, John Mercure here. CertaPro Painters are the best in the business. I know they did my house, and it looks fantastic. Worry-free. Start with a free estimate. It's CertaPro Painters. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here, interior or exterior, for your home or your business. They're quick. They're easy. They're affordable. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. They're the real deal. I trust them at my house. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
I was stuffed up. It was almost like someone put a clothespin over my nose. As an athlete, it did affect my performance. And as I got older, the congestion and poor sleep really took their toll.
Mike's a lifetime athlete. After hearing about Advent, he felt he could finally find a solution to his breathing triangle problems.
With my congestion, the kind of sleep I was getting wasn't allowing me to function the way I wanted to.
When your nose isn't working like it should be, it's going to negatively affect your sleep. And then you really can't be at your best at anything that you're doing.
It's been about 5 years since coming to Advent, and what Balloon Sinuplasty did for my quality of life, that step I took was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Balloon Sinuplasty can help solve your breathing triangle problems, which will help you sleep better. And that's going to help you live a better quality of life.
Unlock your potential. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because when you breathe well, you live better.
AdventKnows.com.
Results may vary.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
It's 4:30. I'm John Mercure. Your top story, a deadly overnight on Milwaukee's northwest side.
I'm Julia Fellow. Baby supplies coming to a Wisconsin staple.
I'm Debbie Laziga. Southbound on 43. Still have that accident off on the right shoulder, right in the Marquette interchange. Delays are pretty localized, though, from about Fond du Lac Avenue down to through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. We also have northbound slowing down from Kilbourne all the way up to about Keefe. Westbound 94 slowed down back out of the Marquette all the way to about Hawley Road. You're back on the brakes in pockets just past the county line heading in towards Moreland Road. And then southbound on 41, slowing down from before Appleton Avenue all the way down to Capitol, then back on the brakes right through the Zoo interchange down to about Lincoln. I'm Debbie Laziga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Storms are likely tonight, about 2 inches of widespread rain. Locally, higher amounts are possible, low of 65. Tomorrow morning, showers are possible, becoming partly cloudy, breezy and cool. The high will be 70 degrees tomorrow.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, a fatal shooting and a vehicle fire. Milwaukee police are investigating an incident that happened 11:30 Sunday night near 84th and Carmen on Milwaukee's northwest side. A 31-year-old died at the scene from a gunshot injury. The suspect then drove that person's vehicle to 34th and Hour and set it on fire with the victim inside. The circumstances leading up to the shooting are under investigation. Milwaukee police are seeking an unknown suspect.
The lawyer representing the mother of a missing boy in Two Rivers withdraws from the case, citing a conflict of interest.
The attorney for Katrina Bauer did not elaborate on what the conflict was during a scheduling hearing for Bauer on Monday. Bauer's son Elijah Vu disappeared back in February after being reported missing by Bauer's boyfriend Jesse Vang. Bauer will be back in court on Wednesday for a previously scheduled bond hearing. Vang returns to court in late September. Neither have yet been charged in Vu's disappearance. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
A well-known baby store is making a comeback in Wisconsin.
Babies R Us is now open at the Kohl's in Brookfield. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel says it's the first Kohl's location in Wisconsin where shoppers can buy Babies R Us products. This as Kohl's looks for more avenues to attract customers. The hope is to see success similar to the Kohl's Sephora partnership, which the paper says the company's on track to grow into a $2 billion business by next year. 11 Kohl's locations across the state will include a Babies R Us. Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
The Sheboygan Police Department seeing an increase of grandparent scams, people asking for bail money. The Sheboygan Police remind you they would never request bail money over the phone or stop by to collect it. If you get a similar suspicious call, hang up and contact your in-trouble family member first.
Actors Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are the latest victims of ongoing home burglaries in Southern California.
According to law enforcement sources, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's property was broken into, not their main home, but a guest house at the Pacific Palisades home, believed to be part of ongoing burglary crews that have been hitting high-end neighborhoods in L.A. Sources say nobody was at home, and investigators don't believe Hanks or Wilson were targeted. No arrests have been made. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Continuing market volatility today is sparking more questions about expected interest rate cuts. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis.
Higher interest rates means that your credit card payments, your interest on your credit cards are going up. It means that to get a new mortgage, it's going to cost you more money. To get a new auto loan, it's going to cost you more money. They have to balance those factors along with inflation. And based on what happened in Friday's jobs report, 114,000 jobs added versus the expectation of a 185,000 job creation in the month.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Despite losing 4 of their last 5, the Brewers begin the day with a 5.5-game lead over the Cardinals for first place in the NL Central. 6-game road trip resumes tomorrow night in Atlanta against the Braves. And it's game week for the Green Bay Packers. The team begins the preseason Saturday night in Cleveland against the Browns.
Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 4:35.
This report sponsored by Pella of Wisconsin. Discover Pella now, pay later at PellaWI.com.
And now for the Pella play-by-play, I'm Jeff Levering alongside Gina Della from Pella.
Thanks, Jeff. How do you say welcome?
With a new entry door from Pella.
Say it with color.
Like baseball bat oak or foul pole yellow?
Say it with class.
Like following players' unwritten baseball rules?
With clarity.
Like a no-doubter shot off the scoreboard?
Or with confidence.
Like an overachieving first-place team who experts predicted would be below average this season?
Before saying welcome with your new entry door from Pella, secure an incredible deal.
Like a ruthless baseball player's agent. Here's a deal you cannot pass up.
Right now, get 0% interest for up to 3 years with no money down and equal payments.
That's the ball game. A Pella walk-off.
Your new entry door from Pella is installed and warranted by Pella for years of comfort and durability.
Don't miss out on 0% interest for up to 3 years with no money down and equal payments.
Schedule your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 8/31/2024.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
We are super excited to be joined in our Bank 5-9 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair by Melissa Brand. She's the executive director of the Wisconsin Apple Growers Association, and Scott Overby is an apple grower in our state. You can check them out at the Wisconsin Products Pavilion. It's right down the main road here from where we are, and I love it. And your place, Melissa, is one of the first places I always stop.
Oh, thank you so much.
I know. I think that it's really special. It has everything from the Badger State and people working so hard that are growers and just they make the most awesome things like we have a gentleman right here.
Yeah. So, Scott, tell us what it's like to be an apple grower. You have a small orchard, right?
We have a small orchard up in Plymouth, here about an hour north and such. And right now it's more of a retirement project. It's been a part-time endeavor. Been involved with Wisconsin Apple Growers Association for many, many years. This is our 28th year as an apple orchard. Yeah, you have and such.
You have about 400
apple trees.
Apple trees on 3 acres.
Big to me. So we have guys in my neighborhood that grow apples, and it's just a few trees in their yard. And they're saying this year the deer are bad.
They are always bad.
How do you keep the deer off the tree? What do you do?
Fencing is probably the best bet. Type of thing on a larger scale type of thing. So there are other things that a homeowner can do as far as repellents, so stuff that stinks that will tend to generally deter them.
Yeah, I have some of that I put on some of my trees. Mm-hmm. It's not the most pleasant, but it works. What sort of apples are you growing?
Of course, Honeycrisp is the staple.
Zest
Star, which is coming in pretty soon here. We got an early Macintosh version, the regular Macintosh, Cortland.
What's in this? What's in this drink?
Oh, boy, I'm not sure. There was several.
What kind is this? What kind of drink?
Apple cider.
Apple cider.
Apple cider slushy.
Oh my gosh, I have the slushy.
John!
This is so good. This is so good.
And this is John's favorite too. You want to describe what kind of donut this is?
It's an apple cider donut.
Oh,
it's warm.
And
John
Scott
here
made that today.
It's so warm and fluffy and soft.
Melissa, how much product will you sell down there in the pavilion?
Quite a bit, actually. We sell about 10,000 donuts, and we have a variety of other products. About 2,000 slushies. It just goes on. We have apple pie. We have apple pie fries, which are amazing, which we handed out. Regular slices of apple pie, whole pies, personal pies, all apple-related products.
Does this greatly help your business to be here?
It will, just to let people know about, because we're Log Cabin Orchard is the name of the orchard and such. And so, again, we're very small type of thing. So main outlet is the local farmers markets in the area of Plymouth. So we do venture down to Milwaukee area, Fox Point and Shorewood markets. So
I have begun to love sugar bee apples. I just stumbled across a sugar bee. There are so many versions of apples. Do we have the right climate to grow most kinds of apples, or are there some varieties that wouldn't do well because of our climate?
We actually do. Like Honeycrisp was developed at University of Minnesota, so that is zeroed in right in our climate area and such like that. And so we can grow some apples better than Washington State can.
Really?
Honeycrisp from Washington State leaves a lot to be desired.
That's right. Go Wisconsin.
That's right. So they actually developed their own second-generation Honeycrisp.
Inferior Honeycrisp.
Yeah, Cosmic Crisp it's called.
Have you tried these fries?
No, not yet, because I'm getting ready to try this pie. Melissa, give us some stats about the industry in our state. How many orchards do we have? How many apples do we sell? Do we sell them around the world? Tell us a little bit about our...
Yeah, we have over 200 orchards in the state. In the Wisconsin Apple Growers Association, there's 193 members. And just kind of really interesting tidbit, this is our 157th year in service.
Wow.
We started out at the Wisconsin Apple Growers Association at the state fair. So it started at the state fair, 157 years of service later, here we are.
This pie is so good.
I know.
Who makes the pie? Like, how do you do this?
Elsie May.
This is so good.
What do you love about being an orchard farmer?
As prior to being retired and doing orchard full-time, I was in IT type thing, and so it was a great outlet to get
You should have worked for Apple.
Yeah, there we go. It's a great outlet to get out of front of the away from the computer screen and get outside and with the apples and such like that. So it's great.
What can I ask where you worked?
I worked many places, but Mercury Marine was one. Getting
Nice.
type thing. So
I was going to say Apple, but yeah,
No,
that'd be
so-
perfect.
So question for both of you. Apples with cheese or without cheese?
No cheese, please.
No cheese.
No cheese for both of you.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it?
You don't need it.
Some people put a little salt on an apple. What about salt?
No thanks.
No, I don't think so. On a radish, maybe, but not on an apple.
So anything on the apple?
Caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah. if you're
Good-
looking
good
for
call.
a
Good
fresh
call.
apple, we do sell those at the booth as well. We have early New Yorkers right now.
Ooh.
It's a sour apple, so if you like sour apples, come on down.
So would you rather have a Granny Smith or a Honeycrisp? What's your favorite, both of you? Melissa, what's your favorite apple?
I like the pizzazz
The
myself.
pizzazz.
Mhm.
So what's the profile of the pizzazz?
It's a Honeycrisp variant.
Okay.
So it's a second generation Honeycrisp type thing. Yeah. So Honeycrisp is mine. So you can't beat it. It was when Honeycrisp came out, it was a game changer in the industry. Absolutely.
I like the big bad boy Honeycrisp.
Yeah, yeah, it can be like lunch. Like my grandpa always, my grandpa who retired from a pharmaceutical company was there 40 years, and for 40 years, every day for lunch, he ate an apple. And it was a big apple, but that's all he ate was an apple. And he took that for lunch, and it was good enough. And then he, would go home and have supper. Red Delicious and Golden Delicious. I used to like them when I was growing up because I think that's all we could afford and we had. But now I would never. Maybe I shouldn't say this. I don't know, Melissa, but I wouldn't buy that in the store.
You're correct. And one thing is that it's very inconsistent as far as the quality. You don't know what you're getting. Because we have a few Red Delicious apples, and a Red Delicious tree-ripened apple is actually really good.
Okay.
But again, it's a crapshoot as far as what you get in the store.
Do some brands stay better longer from when they're picked?
Absolutely. Honeycrisp being one of them, because we had Honeycrisp up until in February time frame.
Oh, my gosh.
So we still have Granny Smith apples that we're making pies with and such from last November. So, yeah.
This product is absolutely amazing. This is my favorite stuff. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here. It's great. When we planned to come out here right away, I said, I got to get the
John
apple
couldn't
people on the
wait.
show. So thank you very much. Melissa Brand is the executive director of the Wisconsin Apple Growers Association. Scott Overby has his own apple orchard. I'm so jealous. That sounds really, really cool. Visit
Log
them in the
Cabin.
Wisconsin Products Pavilion. Where is it?
Log Cabin Orchard in Plymouth.
Log Cabin Orchard in Plymouth, just up the road here a little ways.
Yep.
Are you open to the public?
Just on Sunday afternoons.
Oh.
We open up for you-pick and such. We don't have we do not have a retail store type thing, but we do set up a roadside
On Sunday
stand.
afternoons, you
On
can
Sunday
come and pick
afternoon,
them?
Pick apples, yeah.
Oh, so
Not
when
yet,
does that
though.
season begin?
Looking like after Labor Day. First Sunday after
September,
Labor Day.
October,
Yeah. And then in the end of October.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Right, I'm gonna
Amazing.
get up there. Yeah. Melissa, Scott, this is so fun. Check them out in the Wisconsin Products Pavilion. You can't miss them. They're on I think that'll be the east wall. Yep. It's a great big display. And
I love your
yummy.
apple earrings. They're gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great
Thank you.
touch.
Good to have you here with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting us.
It is 4:44 at WTMJ.
I'm Greg Matzik. Nobody should be balancing a checkbook ever, 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 ever. Why would you do it? It makes no sense. You never account for interest. You will always be pennies off, and it will drive you mad.
And I'm Jessica Ty. If it's on time, it's in green. If it's red, it's misery. So right now, Chicago, for the most part, is on time, but there's still a significant amount of misery.
Okay. You don't want that.
And the misery map says it's okay in Oshkosh. Not dealing with global life. Wisconsin's Midday News.
On WTMJ.
When you're at State Fair this year, be sure to check out the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater, State Fair's largest free entertainment venue, featuring acts like Here Come the Mummies, Gaelic Storm, and Pat McCurdy. Bank 5-9 is a proud sponsor of the fair and a proud supporter of the local Wisconsin communities they've served since 1859. So grab your bucket of lemonade or beer, something on a stick, and join Bank 5-9 between August 1st and 11. Member FDIC.
Anger is simmering at the surface in so many people's lives today. Instead of veering into life as a troublemaker, Jesus calls you to be a peacemaker, one who receives and shares the gift of his peace with others in the midst of this very broken world.
A classic message by Pastor Gregory Seltz as Archives August continues this week on The Lutheran Hour.
The Lutheran Hour, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on WTMJ.
If you've ever worried about your heart, if you've ever loved someone with heart disease, if you've ever wondered if you're the one at risk, let's remind ourselves that we are not powerless. Because at the Fredert and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, we're pushing to outsmart heart and vascular disease by working with you personally to understand your history, assess your risks, and guide you to heart strength. By digging deep with tireless research and offering access to leading-edge clinical trials. And for the most serious conditions, including heart failure, heart valve disease, arrhythmias, and vascular diseases, we provide renowned expertise and the most advanced life-saving procedures you expect from academic medicine. So let's get out in front of heart disease. Let's outsmart it. Let's keep pushing so that every one of us can outrun it and embrace every beautiful day life in Wisconsin has to offer. To learn more about our nationally renowned heart and vascular care, visit fredert.com/heart.
Hi, it's Rose Gray from Fox World Travel, inviting you on an unforgettable 2025 European journey. Travel in style, embrace beauty, and create memories with new friends as you visit our favorite destinations, including Ireland, Italy, Germany, France, Switzerland, Poland, Croatia, and more. Whether it's your first or your 10th time visiting Europe, you don't want to miss out on our expertly crafted group tours with Insight Vacations, Globus, or Avalon Waterways. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Let's explore the world together.
Traffic sponsored by 2 Men and a Junk Truck. Keep what you love, ditch what you don't.
From removing unwanted clutter or junk to full-service residential or commercial cleanouts, get a free same-day estimate at 2menandajuncktruck.com. Keep what you love, ditch what you don't.
Traffic and weather. Deb, how are the roads looking?
Well, southbound on 43, it's getting a little bit better. We're still a little heavy from Hampton Avenue down past Capitol Drive and then from Fond du Lac Avenue through the Marquette. But northbound on 43 slowing down basically from Kilbourne all the way up towards Keefe. Westbound 94 slowing down from about 13th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. On the eastbound side, we have some delays coming out of the Blue Mound Road area all the way to Brookfield Road. Looks like they have some debris on the roadway as well, just west of Barker Road, so be careful with that. And then on westbound 894, looks like we've got some issue. They call it an incident. Go figure. Westbound right about at the ramp from Loomis, off on the left shoulder. So if you're seeing backups, complicated matters from the Mitchell interchange, that's pretty much what's going on. I'm Debbie Laziga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Storms are likely tonight with heavy rain, a low of 65. Tomorrow, rain and storms are early, then it'll be breezy, a high of 72. Wednesday, mostly sunny, lower humidity, a high of 76. Thursday and Friday, partly cloudy. Thursday, 79. Friday, 80 degrees. The current temperature here at the State Fair is 77 degrees.
You might feel like you have less money than you did 4 days ago. The stock market has been not doing well. Perspective, though. I mean, the Dow's still at almost 39,000, but okay. It's been a really rough couple days. The smartest guy I know when it comes to all this stuff is Dave Spano. He is the CEO of Annex Wealth Management, and he is with us this afternoon. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, are you a State Fair guy?
I am. I'm sorry I didn't come and join you today. Maybe yet this week I'll come down and we'll can talk apple pie.
Have some fried pickles with us?
Yes.
I love it. And cheese curds and apple pie. I'm all in.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we need you down here. Okay, so today, Dave, Friday was a bad day. Today was a bad day. The Dow was off more than 2.5 points. The NASDAQ was off 3.5 almost. What's going on here?
Well, as Debbie Lozinger just said, it's a complicated matter. I mean, there's probably 6 things that you could really point to. The most complicated that I can tell you is really what happened with the Bank of Japan. They surprisingly had a rate hike, and that really had this crazy thing. And again, it's complicated. There was a carry trade, and all of these companies are trying to unwind those trades. And when that happens, they have to sell their stocks to cover. And so that's the most complicated. That's probably the biggest reason what happened. It was really a surprise. And I was on the phone with Brian Jacobson yesterday and early this morning, and we think that the ripple effect is the number one reason. But, there's also what's happening, and obviously what's happening is perhaps an acceleration in what's in Israel. Iran is certainly talking about they're going to attack Israel. That is not making markets feel well. And then, of course, the shakeup in the U.S. presidential race. All 3 of those are leaning into it. But I'd have to say the most complicated answer might be the answer right now.
Where does AI and uncertainty now, it seems about that, and NVIDIA like a rocket and then coming back a little bit, where does AI and high-tech stuff play into the equation?
Well, in a big way, John, it's a great question because, you and I talk about the market cap in the stocks that go in it, and folks who are listening to this, those big 7 companies, those magnificent 7, account for about 1/3 of the market cap. It's just this huge overweight. And so when those companies correct, and they were flying high, when they come back down, that has an overwhelming effect on the S&P 500. So, and that's what we're seeing right now is really a cooling of that trade right now. But, we just are going through earnings season, and about 80% of the companies that have reported have beat their estimates. So that's positive news. And if you go out onto the grounds right now and ask people, about cheese curds and apple pie, you should also ask them what they think where the market is right now. I can tell you that we're still up 9% year to date. Most people might doubt that based on the last couple of trading days.
So we go down more than 1,000. Dave, what do you think is going to happen in the next few days?
That's a great question. So it's going to take a while to unwind and find where these dead bodies are buried with this Japan incident. So it's going to take some time, and especially when we're done with the earnings season, we're going to see that come out. So I would say, as a gray-haired pilot always tells you, is make sure that those seatbelt sign is on, and don't wander around, because right now you should keep those belts on. Over the next 90 days, there's going to be a lot of volatility, especially. And I talked about the complicated reason. The easy reason is because it's August, and when it's August, a lot of the volume starts to dry up. A lot of those traders are in the Hamptons right now and not sitting on the trading floor. So that is the easy reason. So I would say over the next number of days, you're going to see some more volatility. But what happened here through the rest of the day, Julia, is you saw people start to come in. We are down as much as 1,200 points at the open, but people were starting to dip their toes in throughout the day. So I think you're still going to see some volatility over the next 90 days until we see a lot of the stuff shake out.
Which clients call you concerned? Is it like my father-in-law who's retired right now, or is it somebody that's a millennial like me?
Neither. So, what we do, and I think it's an important way that we handle our clients, is we really spend a lot of time understanding what their fears are, and we ask them about them. Is it politics? Is that gonna make you uncomfortable? Is the economy beginning to slow down? Do you think you're going to lose your job? Do you not have enough dollars to retire? So those we try to address those up front and make sure that we understand that there are air pockets, and air pockets do happen. And when you go through those and you have your seatbelt, the old gray-haired pilot will get you through that. And that's really what we're talking about right now, is to make sure that this is an air pocket, that it doesn't get worse. There's some good news coming up for sure. I mean, we're going to look at there's in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, all of these economists get together, including the Federal Reserve chairman. He gets together. That is usually news making. And, right now it is highly expected that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates around September 18th, the next time they get together. Will it be 25 basis points? Will it be 50 basis points? We're not sure, but that should comfort the market.
Dave, any chance that we have an emergency interest rate cut if this went on for 10 days?
Yeah, there is a chance. My opinion on that, John, is I think that might make matters worse, because if they're that concerned that they have to go and do that, that's the call from the doc that says come into the hospital right now. So I hope that doesn't happen. My opinion is that it'll make matters worse. I have been pretty vocal about my opinions about the Federal Reserve. I thought they kept interest rates way too long, too low for too long. The zero interest rate policy, well into when the economy was doing great and real estate was going crazy, they kept this zero interest rate policy in place, so they were too late to move it upwards. And then I've said recently, we're starting to see cracks in the economy. We saw a jobs report on Friday where the unemployment rate has now gone from 3.4 to 4.3% and going higher. So have they kept those interest rates too high for too long on the inverse? So they move like a sloth, and they're doing it again here. So if they did that, John, I think that would cause a lot more concern, because they would show their cards that they're really concerned that things are slowing down.
There's never been a more important time to be with somebody who's a fee-only fiduciary all the time. You get that with Annex Wealth Management. Check them out at annexwealth.com. Dave Spano is the CEO. Dave, thank you for making some time for us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, and I'll come and visit yet this week.
All right,
awesome.
I'll take you up on that.
Peace of mind is always needed, especially on days like these.
You got that right. It is 4:56. Here are your business headlines.
These are your business headlines from the Milwaukee Business Journal.
Frontier Airlines drops flights from Milwaukee. The air carrier has dropped routes to Orlando and Fort Myers, Florida, and its routes to Philadelphia and Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, will end August 11th. Kohl's adds Babies R Us shop at its Brookfield location. The store is one of the first 2 stores nationally to feature Babies R Us items beginning July 31st. 11 stores in Wisconsin will have Babies R Us shops by the end of September. Yummy Bones BBQ restaurant is moving to Crossroads Collective. The restaurant will move into a stall that has been occupied by Ready to Roll since November 2023. Yummy Bones is expected to open August 19th. I'm Logan Hansen with MilwaukeeBusinessJournal.com on News Radio WTMJ.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Business headlines sponsored by the Pfister Hotel. Make your reservations today. Visit thepfisterhotel.com. Couple of words here for Sit Mean Sit Dog training. Took the dogs up north this weekend. They swam in the lake, and they loved that. They ran on the dock. They were on the boat and actually completely behaved. It's thanks to Sit Mean Sit Dog training. Our dogs listen better. They behave better. The people we were with had 2 of their own dogs, and it was playtime all weekend. Sit Mean Sit Dog training has taught us how to calm our dogs. Sit Mean Sit Dog training gave us the technique to make sure that they listen. It's Sit Mean Sit Dog training. You can start with a free consultation. That's what we did. Check them out today. It's Sit Mean Sit Dog training.
There you are again, hesitating to make your first move to get out of bed, because you know that's when the pain you feel will get worse. You don't have to keep living this way. We've developed proprietary and powerful pain treatment plans that can help alleviate your pain, so you can start getting back to the more active life you used to have. This is Richard Salinas, registered nurse with Rejuvenex Arthritis Pain Clinics. Our FDA-approved pain treatments work to aid inflammation and lubricate your joints. They're precisely administered to where your pain lives, and at $65 per injection per joint, they're far more affordable than experimental bioregenerative options. And because, in almost all cases, insurance covers our treatments, it makes it easier to just give it a try to see if you, like thousands of others, can move towards a pain-free life. At Rejuvenex, we can alleviate your pain, and that'll rejuvenate your life.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to Rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
The Pfister Hotel is pleased to announce that it has entered Phase 3 of its extensive renovation plan. After the full revitalization of the hotel's event spaces and historic guest rooms, Phase 3 focuses on the hotel's first-floor public spaces and is set to be completed this fall. The renovations will accentuate the grandeur of Milwaukee's most beautiful lobby while reinforcing the hotel's approachable sophistication. Experience the newly renovated guest rooms today. Start planning your stay at thepfisterhotel.com.
Lots of insurance companies make promises about how much you can save if you switch over to them. Well, here's our promise. With the West Bend policy, you can save everything. Every memory, every detail, everything you've worked so hard for. Once it comes time to actually make a claim, a cheap insurance policy can really cost you. Why not protect everything that matters with a policy from West Bend? Because the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Grandview Homes will buy your home fast, easy, and stress-free. No real estate agents, no repairs, no cleanouts needed. And our reputation is built on 15 years treating sellers with the dignity and respect they deserve. Visit GrandviewHomes.com for your fair cash offer today.
Protect mom's assets, protect your assets. Call Kraus Estate Planning, estateplanningpeople.com.
Traffic is sponsored by St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores.
St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores. Highway 100 and Layton Avenue in Greenfield. 23rd and Lincoln and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee. Great bargains and a great cause. You're gonna love it. St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores.
Your hometown hub for everything that matters. The latest news, traffic, weather, and sports on Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm John Mercure, your top story planning the future of Northridge Mall.
I'm Julia Fellow. A tropical storm leaves 4 dead.
I'm Debbie Laziga. 794 eastbound, right at the ramp from southbound 43. We've got the cars on both shoulders with a crash, so just watch out for some delays through there. It's going to be slow anyways from Hampton Avenue all the way down past Keefe towards Capitol Drive, so be careful with that. The northbound side is going to be slowing down from basically Kilbourne all the way up to Keefe. Westbound 94 heavy from 13th Street all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard. I'm Debbie Laziga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Rain is likely tonight, maybe a couple of inches, locally higher amounts, a low of 65. Tomorrow morning showers, a high of 70 degrees. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, community members will get an opportunity to weigh in on the future of the Northridge Mall property.
Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson and 9th District Alderwoman Larissa Taylor will lead a town hall and Q&A discussion regarding the former mall site and will take input from the community on plans for the site's future. The city has remained mum on what lies next for the former mall, which has been mostly vacant since its 2003 closure. Teardown of the former mall began last March, and the city has said work making the site ready for development will be complete by fall of 2025. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Tonight's meeting is at Milwaukee Vincent High School from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m.
Decision, Wisconsin. The campaign trail goes through Eau Claire. Republican vice presidential nominee Senator J.D. Vance will deliver remarks at a campaign event in Eau Claire on Wednesday. This will be his first campaign visit to Wisconsin since the Republican National Convention. Vice President Kamala Harris will also hold a campaign rally in the same place, Eau Claire, on Wednesday, same day. She'll likely bring her yet-to-be-named running mate with her.
Debbie may have weakened to a tropical storm, but officials warn it's still dangerous. In Florida, Debbie made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane, killing 4 people. The deaths confirmed this afternoon by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
We had 2 fatalities from a traffic accident in Dixie County, one in Hillsborough, which was the big rig truck, and then we did have one fatality of a young girl who was killed when a tree fell onto the roof of the family's home in Levy County.
Tropical storm Debbie still poses a major threat of catastrophic flooding in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina.
Expect detours in Cudahy. Officials say the shutdown is for emergency road repairs from Grange Avenue to Dale Avenue. High temperatures from over the weekend caused the concrete pavement to buckle. You'll be able to access local businesses on Pennsylvania and the city drop-off site from Grange Avenue. The road closure should take about 10 days.
The first confirmed case of West Nile virus is hit Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services discovered it in a healthy blood donor from Washington County and in a dead bird found in Chippewa County. The positive blood donor is not considered a human case because they never developed any symptoms of West Nile. The risk for contracting the virus continues until the first frost.
Coming up, he flew in the air with the greatest of ease, and you can see it at the fair.
Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 5:04.
Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner. Visit jamesimaging.com.
Every great Midwest bank branch has document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems. Michael Quizon is IT Systems Administrator. Michael, the bank has a slogan.
We are called Simply Local. We're a Simply Local bank.
And your business technology company, James Imaging Systems, has been a 100% locally owned and managed company right here in Wisconsin for over 40 years.
They're more like a partner to us.
In what way?
We call on them at any point. They're there. We asked them any questions that we have. They were there.
James Imaging Systems, document imaging technology, and local service and support.
We can get our printers up and running right away if we have any issues. We can do our business without any downtime at all.
The benefit to Great Midwest Bank?
Efficient operations, time savings on my end. There's no other partner that we can bring on.
Start your partnership with James Imaging Systems today. Call 262-781-7700. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here for Tri-County Contracting. Is it time to replace the siding at your house? First off, you got to go to Tri-County Contracting. You can hit up their showroom in New Berlin to check out the vinyl siding and the LP Smart Side they have on display. They'll help you find that siding and the color that you will love. And if you're worried about price, don't forget about the 30-year no-faded paint warranty. Transform your house and increase the value. Worry-free roofing, siding, and windows. Tri-County Contracting, WI.com.
When you're at State Fair this year, be sure to check out the Bank 59 Amphitheater, State Fair's largest free entertainment venue. Featuring acts like Here Come the Mummies, Gaelic Storm, and Pat McCurdy. Bank 59 is a proud sponsor of the fair and a proud supporter of the local Wisconsin communities they've served since 1859. So grab your bucket of lemonade or beer, something on a stick, and join Bank 59 between August 1st and 11th. Member FDIC.
Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 5:06.
Sky-high somersaults, a speed juggler, a world-class clown, Cirque at the fair. It's back for its second year in a row at Wisconsin State Fair.
Go under the big town for a Cirque at the Fair show and you might recognize the ringmaster. Ian Garden starred in the series Circus on Amazon Prime.
Bring shiny shoes, a whistle, and a top hat.
Right. Garden joined Wisconsin's Midday News on Monday. He's a third-generation circus performer.
My grandfather started the first circus in Canada in 1938, so we actually became the oldest, largest circus in Canada. And it went on to my dad, and from my dad, I ended up graduating high school and running away and joining the circus.
Now he produces the show, too.
We've got a cast of over 20 with performers from around the world. We have people from Mongolia, from Italy, from Canada.
Jessica Ty, WTMJ News.
Cirque shows are free. You can see them every day at State Fair at noon, 3, and 6.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Despite losing 4 of 5, the Brewers begin the day with a 5.5-game lead over the Cardinals for first place in the NL Central. 6-game road trip continues tomorrow night in Atlanta against the Braves. Giannis and Team Greece will take the floor Tuesday at 4 a.m. Central Time, and it's game week for the Green Bay Packers. The team begins the preseason Saturday night in Cleveland against the Browns.
Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time approaching 5:08.
This report is sponsored by Diamonds Direct. Your love, their passion.
When you ask people here what's the one thing that makes Diamonds Direct their favorite jeweler, for some, it's the unbeatable pricing we get through our direct importer. No middleman connections. The foundation of our business since day one. For others, it's the uncompromising quality. From hand-selected diamonds to handcrafted designer rings. Only the best of the best. Some people put selection at the top of their list, as Diamonds Direct offers up to 30 times the options you expect from a typical jewelry retailer. For some, it's our luxurious showroom with diamond experts who genuinely care about your experience and happiness, and who are empowered to do whatever it takes for you. Others rave about Diamonds Direct's unmatched warranties and guarantees that include free service for life and an extraordinary 110% diamond upgrade promise. But you know the most often answer we get when asking what makes Diamonds Direct stand out? It's not one thing, it's everything. Diamonds Direct. Value, luxury, choices, and confidence. Get directions, hours, and more at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct, now open in Wauwatosa.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air. Now broadcasting live inside the Bank 59 studios at the Wisconsin State Fair. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fellow.
Hey, we'll be out here through 8 o'clock, so come say hi to John and I as well.
That's right. The show's till 6, and then we're going to hang out till 8 o'clock, and it's Amy Farrow outside the window. Hi, Amy.
Oh!
And we're going to, her handsome husband's in the studio. He's going to join us coming up here in about 5 minutes, so he's relaxing. He's prepping. He's getting prepped up for the segment.
Makeup.
Hey, we got a very special guest we want to bring in. Steve Novak is a Marquette alum. He's an NBA guy, and he gives back a lot to the community, and he had something really cool going on this weekend. Hey, Steve, thank you so much for making some time for us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on. I hear you guys are out at State Fair, and I'm actually
stuck in the gym most of the week doing basketball camp, which is it is my happy place. But it sounds like you guys are in a good spot too.
Yeah, we're having a great time. By the way, if you want to see pictures of what we're about to talk about, text the word WATCH to 855-616-1620. WATCH to 855-616-20. All right, you had a cool thing called Twos Freeze Threes at the Al McGuire Center on Marquette. Tell us briefly about the program, then we're going to talk about one very special young boy.
I do. I host. It's in our third season. Like you said, you're way ahead of most people. You're saying it right. Twos, frees, and threes, which I know is a little bit of a tongue twister, but it was really born because there's no basketball competition like football, golf, or baseball has. Punt, pass, and kick, drive, chip, and putt, pitch, hit, and throw. And there was nothing like it for basketball. And so being the basketball guy that I am and the shooter that I like to pride myself on being, I just was blown away that there was no competition like that for especially the youth, but to be honest, for everybody. And so came up with twos, frees, and threes. And so it's a 21-spot, 2-minute competition that we do it in a very similar fashion as punt, pass, and kick, where we kind of go all across the state and not all across the country yet, but we hope to be one day. But we host 50 regional competitions, and then we basically have the top shooters from regionals advance to sectionals. We do a few sectional events, and then, like you said yesterday at state finals at the Al McGuire Center, we have the Big Bang, and it's the big competition with the top 25 shooters from all age divisions, from as young as 9 and under to an age division of 55 plus. So everyone is well represented. It's boys and girls, men and women, and yesterday was an awesome state finals competition. So
how old was the winner?
Not sure how much. Yeah, the winner was okay. So I guess I have to give you a little bit more color. There's 5 champions each division. There's 5 divisions. We crown a state champion in each division, so all ages are represented. A few young men, a young lady, a couple older gentlemen won it. And then those 5 state champions shoot one final round of champions so that everyone's represented. We've got a little guy out there shooting. There was a 15-year-old girl. There's a 55-year-old guy out there shooting. And it came down to, on the 21st spot, whoever made it first would win. And I know people are going, how did they all get there at the same time? And I think that was what made the competition yesterday so cool, was there was a 9-year-old on the 21st spot at the same time as a 15-year-old girl and the 55-plus division. And the 9-year-old boy named Crew Miskell from Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, knocked it down and knocked out the other 2 competitors. So it was amazing. We didn't expect it, and the place kind of went crazy.
That's
cool. Awesome.
You can see a picture of the young guy right now by texting WATCH to 855-616-1620. That is super cool, and you have big-time prize money, but he couldn't take it, right? Because otherwise he'd lose his amateur status and couldn't play high school?
This is true. So I have to kind of do a little thing before the final round where I say, it's a gold belt if you win it and a $10,000 prize, and then I say, if you don't have amateur status and you don't intend to play in high school. And so we're still working with kind of the WIAA and going through it, seeing if it's possible, because we honestly never expected a 9-year-old boy to win it. There might be a loophole that he actually can't accept it, but we don't want to jeopardize anybody, so we're being careful.
Yeah, Paul Farrow has a great question. He's sitting next to me. Could you somehow turn that into a scholarship or something, maybe, working with the WIAA down the road?
That is definitely our goal, and I think obviously with the changing landscape in college with NIL, there's obviously a conversation that's, it's gaining momentum, and a lot of what was called amateurs in the past are now being paid in a lot of ways, and so I know there's a lot of split opinions on that, but we definitely want the kiddo who won this competition to get his money if he can, but if not, we cannot give it in any way on his behalf at this point, is our understanding. So we're going to keep until we can do something with that money.
He is basketball great Steve Novak. For more information on the program run by Steve and Brian Lammy, it's 2sfreeze3s.com. So like 2sfreeze3s.com. Steve, thank you so much for being with us.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on. Have a great week.
How fun.
5:14 at WTMJ. Paul Farrow with us live in the studio. Up next.
Creative Planning presents Rethink Your Money with John Hagenson, Saturday afternoon at 1. At Creative Planning, we custom tailor your portfolio to help you achieve your ideal financial future. You'll see how our wealth managers work with in-house CPAs and attorneys to ensure your money is working as hard as it can for you. Why not give your wealth a second look? Visit creativeplanning.com. That's creativeplanning.com.
Is your backyard ready for summer? Well, don't wait until the heat is on. Everybody, it's Debbie Lazaga here for Comfort Awnings, and we're here to transform your outdoor space into a relaxing oasis. That's right. Comfort Awnings is here. They are your local awning and screening experts serving southeast Wisconsin and northern Illinois. Their custom-made awnings are the perfect way to beat the summer heat while adding style to your home. From measuring to installation, they handle it all. You can choose from a huge selection of colors and fabrics to match your home's unique look. Imagine enjoying cool shade, delicious food, and great company on your extended living space. It's time to turn your backyard into your favorite room. Don't miss out on their special offer, too. Now until the end of August, receive $200 off any awning or screen. Call 414-AWNINGS for a free estimate or visit comfortawnings.com.
At my company, we're always looking for people who are passionate and ready to work, but it's not always easy. It's time to broaden our horizons. In Wisconsin, about 600,000 people with disabilities are ready and able to work. People that just need you to believe in them and say yes.
And once you say yes, Thinkability Wisconsin will be there, providing transition and workforce support to help shape a better future for all. It all starts when you say yes. Join the movement at thinkabilitywi.org.
Everybody knows if it's summer season, it's festival season. And Potawatomi has the winningest one, WinFest. You could make it an awesome August with a share of $500,000. Play with your rewards card for entries. Hourly drawings every Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. $25,000 in cash and prizes each drawing. It's the $500,000 WinFest. Get in on the fun. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at pacebig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Traffic is sponsored by Rich Lawn's Tire and Service Center.
Rich Lawn's Tire and Service Centers. 5 locations and all easy to find. Visit richlawns.com when you're due for service.
All right, let's check those roads. Debbie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, John. Southbound on 43, right about at Locust, we got a broken down vehicle off on the left shoulder, kind of in a weird spot. So that's making for a nasty old ride from before Hampton Avenue all the way down to that point. Northbound 43 is slowing down out of the Marquette interchange pretty much all the way up to Keefe. We do still have an accident on 794 eastbound right at the ramp from 43 northbound. Cars on both shoulders with this crash, so be careful with that. Westbound on 94 slowing from 13th Street all the way out to Hawley Road, with the eastbound side slowing from just before 76th Street all the way to 35th. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Your forecast, heavy rain tonight, maybe a couple inches in some places, a low of 65. Tomorrow, rain ends in the morning, a high of 72. On Wednesday, sunny 76. Thursday, cloudy 79. Friday, partly cloudy, a high of 80 degrees. We are joined in the studio by our friend, Waukesha County Executive Paul Farrow. Paul, thanks for being here.
Hey, how you guys doing?
So you used to be on, what was it, the State Fair Board?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? What did you do besides get into the fair?
He does everything.
Well,
that's what it is.
I mean, that was the biggest part about it, John, is got in there for free. No, that I had to go out and be the spokesperson and come on your radio station. Yeah. In fact, if you remember, I brought you guys, that was the first years of Sporkies back in 2012.
Yep.
13.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep, and he brought
the little gelato Sporkies.
I remember that.
You and Billstead ate them up.
That Paul did with us was, see that bungee thing that you're always talking about over there, Julia?
Yes.
The ejection seat?
He and Billstead would go on a crazy ride each year and record it.
Julia, we could do that.
You did this?
Yeah, we did the ejection seat.
I would
had a
never.
Great idea. You should do that.
The two of us should do it.
Tomorrow?
No. No way. Yes, I promise.
I would never do it either. That's why Billstead did it, because he's not afraid of anything, and either is Paul.
We had a blast. He had to tape the recorder.
Yes.
Is that your wife right there?
She's that's my lovely wife.
She's saying no.
Oh, she has a sign that says, I love Paul. Oh, my God. That one says, I love Paul like
okay,
a
that's
brother.
my older brother.
Ah! Then the sister-in-law says,
sister-in-law,
Paul who?
love them. That's how people keep you grounded.
That is hilarious. She's my new favorite. Oh, that's really, really funny.
Yeah.
So when you're walking around the fair, do people stop you and want to talk to you about what's going on in politics or what's going on in Waukesha County?
Yeah, some do. There's a lot of people that kind of look at you like, I think I'm supposed to know you for somewhere.
Yeah, you look familiar.
Yeah. And I've had a couple of people, I've been asked if I'm Brad Schimmel at a couple of events. That's kind of nice. Yeah, you
Brad
never know.
Schimmel should be flattered.
Yes. Wow. I wish I could play the bass like he can. It'd be nice.
Oh, that's true.
But it is, I think there are more people that want to talk politics and know that the different positions that I've had and willing to have a conversation. It's been a lot of fun.
You think it's more interest because of the world we live in? Because of what's happened with Joe Biden, because it's a presidential year, because Trump is so loud? Do you think the climate leads to more people wanting to talk politics, or are more people like, I don't want to talk politics, I want to get away from it?
I think there is, again, a perfect split between both of those. There are people that want to talk politics, and when they want to talk politics, they want to talk at you. They don't want to talk with you. It is so much fun to have a conversation with someone who has a different opinion. And I've had that a couple of times where, look, I know someone who is a strong Democrat, supported Biden, is going to support Kamala, and we sit down and have a good conversation, and we start laughing because we're like, you don't know what you're talking about. No, you know what you're talking about. That's what we're supposed to be able to do. The problem is most of the time people don't listen to the other side. And because of that, they don't want to hear what's going on and see that, again, 80% of what we're trying to do is the same thing. We just got a different path. Let's work it out together.
Yeah, so we're in Milwaukee County right now. You're the Waukesha County executive. But the Waukesha County District Attorney candidates, they're saying that crime from Milwaukee is the biggest problem that they have right now, and it's costing your county. Are you seeing that in dollars?
We see it in dollars. I mean, when you look at it, in fact, I was just looking at some data today. We have our jail can hold up to about 480 inmates. Right
That's a
now,
lot,
we have
yeah.
a population of about 420.
Oh, wow.
190 of those people are residents of the city of Milwaukee.
Holy cow, that big a number?
It's almost 40% of our jail.
Wow.
So when you think about that number, if that is not there, my cost to my taxpayers is less because I don't have 190 people I'm trying to take care of. In our court systems, a third of the cases are roughly Milwaukee County residents, a third are outside of Waukesha County, and about a third are Waukesha County. And they go from misdemeanors all the way up to felonies, and it's kind of mixed. But if I take that third out, that means I have more resources to go around for everything else I have to do.
Yeah, even if it was the third, like you were saying, instead of almost half of the jail, I mean, that would save you so much money. It would free up a lot of money to spend for something for good.
So the good news, I think, is County Exec Crowley and I have some great conversations. We're trying to figure out ways that we can work together to encourage the state to realize that crime and how we're dealing with it, from the court systems to the jails, is really a state-level issue that they have to get more engaged with and help us out with.
Wow.
Paul, I saw someone today with a Reagan Bush 84 shirt on.
No way.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, actually. Could Reagan make it out of the primary in today's Republican Party in the presidential race?
That's a good one. I think he could, because I think the character of the individual and the way his speeches really brought out that energy that people are looking for. We want to love the country. I mean, you think about the Olympics right now. We're watching the cycler, Faulkner, from Alaska. She just took off in the last 5 kilometers of a 100-kilometer race. And you're cheering and you feel that energy. He could tap into that. He was one of the last presidents that really was able to tap into that dream in the United States and say, here's where we can go together. So I think he could. I wish he'd be back here.
Man, a lot of people do.
There's some greats on both sides that are getting drowned out because they're not willing to be more of that bombastic personality that we're seeing.
All right, what's your favorite thing to eat at the state fair?
Oh, man. I was trying to think about that on the way over. I always go for lug nuts at Knuckleheads, which are tater tots wrapped in bacon with jalapeno. Oh my God, they're incredible.
That sounds good.
So, and then you got to find a good burger somewhere.
So, cream puff or chocolate brownie? You can only take one with you to the island. What do you take in the cream puff or the chocolate brownie?
Chocolate brownie.
You looked at your wife before you
know
answered
what?
that question.
I'm not a big dessert guy.
Phone
you
a
know
friend.
that. So
Like
she's
you-
going to
like
eat
you
it
ask
either
for
way.
permission, like, honey, help
which
me.
one should I
Which
get?
one
Should I take the brownie? Should I take the cream puff?
She wants the brownie.
Chocolate. See, we got brownies out here.
Don't look at her. She said Paul who? She doesn't even know who you are. Don't look at the sister-in-law. She's the funny one, though. She's the one that'd be fun to hang out with.
Definitely.
All right, have fun at the show tonight.
Thank you.
And get those lug nuts.
Well, I will.
Hey, thanks for always making time for us.
Yes.
We appreciate
Hey, it's
it.
always great to
Fantastic.
stop by. You guys do such a great job out here at State Fair.
No, it's fun.
Enjoy the time.
And thanks for bringing the crew with.
Yes.
Paul Farrow, the Waukesha County Executive. Thank you, Paul. It's 5:25 at WTMJ. Let's check those markets. It wasn't a great day for the markets. That's probably an understatement. Everything was off big time today. The S&P down 160 points. The Dow off 1,034 points. The NASDAQ was off 576. Annex Wealth Management, know the difference.
There's only one store that gives you every possible choice in diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
WTMJ's Julia Fellow here for Elmbrook Family Dental. I want to tell you they have 2 convenient locations in Brookfield, and I just went to their 3rd location that just opened in Wauwatosa. It's gorgeous, state-of-the-art. They have 15 rooms in their Wauwatosa location, so you can get nearly everything done in a one-stop shop under one roof. Head to elmbrookfamilydental.com. That's ELMBROOK FamilyDental.com. Their new Wauwatosa location is at 800 Mayfair Road, a block north of Blue Mound. Dr. Brunner has already moved there with his laser technology. I go there once a week for him to take care of my tension headaches. It doesn't hurt at all. You'll love it. And what separates them, Elmbrook Family Dental, from the rest is their attention to detail. Head to elmbrookfamilydental.com. That's ELMBROOK FamilyDental.com.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Time for another new coat of paint on your house? Get Rhino Shield ceramic coating. You won't have to paint again for 25 years guaranteed. Right now, get $1,500 off with 12 months same as cash financing. Visit rhinoshieldwis.com or call 262-327-6261.
No paint, don't Rhino. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Back in the old days, people didn't worry about power outages because power didn't exist. But we've grown fairly fond of the luxuries afforded by electrical power. So unless you want to go back in time, you need a backup plan for when the power goes out. Like a whole house backup Generac generator from Mr. Holland's Home Services. We hardwire your new generator directly into your home's electrical system. So when Mother Nature rages or the grid goes gaga, lights stay lit, the fridge stays cold, and your kids stay happy. Call Mr. Holland's Home Services to learn more about your whole house backup generator. 866-992-1717. Or visit MrHollandsHomeservices.com. Wait, did I mention the generator is made by Generac?
Yes, you said Generac.
Good. My work here is done.
You have one more line.
Oh, right. If you want power outages to be a thing of the past, we can help.
WTMJ's Greg Matzik here for Holiday Automotive in Fond du Lac. It's where to gear up, score deep, close out savings, and get more for your trade on a new Chevy, Buick, or GMC. Connect with Holiday and enjoy their straightforward, simple, and pressure-free buying approach. Find the one that's right for you from a giant selection of choices. Score deep, close out savings now on many Wisconsin favorites. Then stack that savings with other terrific offers, from low finance rates to generous customer cash to lower your bottom line and your payment. I've been driving Holiday for years. The team culture, passion for excellence, and upbeat positive vibe is what delights and makes fans of guests who tell others of their experience. And I know this, you'll be in great hands with Wisconsin's #1 Buick and GMC dealer on your side. Accolades are per 2023 Buick and GMC zone sales records. Find yours, score deep, close out savings, and discover the difference for yourself at Holiday Chevrolet, Buick and GMC in Fond du Lac and anytime at holidaygm.com. It's worth the trip.
I was stuffed up. It was almost like someone put a clothespin over my nose. As an athlete, it did affect my performance. And as I got older, the congestion and poor sleep really took their toll.
Mike's a lifetime athlete. After hearing about Advent, he felt he could finally find a solution to his breathing triangle problems.
With my congestion, the kind of sleep I was getting wasn't allowing me to function the way I wanted to.
When your nose isn't working like it should be, it's going to negatively affect your sleep. and then you really can't be at your best at anything that you're doing.
It's been about 5 years since coming to Advent, and what balloon sinuplasty did for my quality of life, that step I took was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Balloon sinuplasty can help solve your breathing triangle problems, which will help you sleep better, and that's going to help you live a better quality of life.
Unlock your potential. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because when you breathe well, you live better. Results may vary.
Before you go looking for an area rug that you'll have to settle for because you think that the one you really want will be out of your budget, come to Design Exchange, where you'll find a formidable selection of Oriental, Persian, and other wool area rug choices at 25 to 70% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
In Heartland, you're going to find a focus on distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original artwork, along with tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. In Pewaukee, the focus is on kitchen, outdoor, and garden decor, and all of it is priced at 25 to 40% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value.
Design Exchange.
Traffic is sponsored by Two Men and a Junk Truck. Keep what you love, ditch what you don't.
From removing unwanted clutter or junk to full-service residential or commercial cleanouts, get a free same-day estimate at twomenandajuncktruck.com. Keep what you love, ditch what you don't.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
It's 5:31. I'm John Mercure. Your top story: 2 crimes leave 1 dead overnight.
I'm Julia Fellow. Not going to be bullied by lawyers.
I'm Debbie Lazica. 794 eastbound has got both shoulders blocked right about at 2nd Street, where there is an accident there. So watch out for that. Southbound on 43 backed up from Silver Spring all the way down past Keefe. And we've got northbound 43 backed up out of the Marquette up past Keefe as well. On westbound 94, delays out of the Marquette interchange pretty much all the way to Hawley Road. And 894 southbound right in the Zoo interchange, we got a crash off on the right shoulder. I'm Debbie Laziga with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, rain and storms are likely, up to 2 inches possible of widespread rain, a low of 65. Tomorrow morning, showers, becoming partly cloudy, breezy and cool, a high of 70 degrees.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, tying together a fatal shooting and a vehicle fire. Milwaukee police are investigating an incident that started about 11:30 Sunday night near 84th and Carmen on Milwaukee's northwest side. A 31-year-old died at the scene from a gunshot injury. The suspect then drove his car to 34th and Hour and set it on fire with the victim inside. The circumstances leading to the shooting are under investigation. Milwaukee police are seeking an unknown suspect.
The lawyer representing the mother of a missing boy from Two Rivers withdraws from the case, citing conflict of interest.
The attorney for Katrina Bauer did not elaborate on what the conflict was during a scheduling hearing for Bauer on Monday. Bauer's son Elijah Vu disappeared back in February after being reported missing by Bauer's boyfriend Jesse Vang. Bauer will be back in court on Wednesday for a previously scheduled bond hearing. Vang returns to court in late September. Neither have yet been charged in Vu's disappearance. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
The company behind the cybersecurity software that took down Delta Airlines for days last month is responding to litigation threats.
In a letter, a lawyer representing CrowdStrike tells Delta Airlines that if Delta proceeds with litigation, the airline will have to explain how its competitors restored operations faster, take responsibility for its actions, and explain why it refused on-site help from CrowdStrike. Delta says CrowdStrike's error took tens of thousands of its critical computers offline. In a statement, CrowdStrike says it hopes that Delta will work cooperatively to find a resolution. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Remembering a tragedy in Oak Creek.
Today marks 12 years since the shooting at the Oak Creek Sikh Temple of Wisconsin.
A.J. Bayatpour, reporter at CBS 58, was one of the first reporters on the scene and recalled his memories from that day.
The thing I remember most from that moment on was how horrible you felt watching these family members just calling each other, trying to get information, and as the day went on, learning that their loved one was one of the 6 who initially died that day. It was a very grim day.
Steve Scafidi, WTMJ News.
Wade Michael Page, a gunman with ties to white supremacist groups, shot and killed 6 people and then himself and injured 4 others in the shooting.
Well-known baby stores making a comeback in Wisconsin.
Babies R Us is now open at the Kohl's in Brookfield. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel says it's the first Kohl's location in Wisconsin where shoppers can buy Babies R Us products. This as Kohl's looks for more avenues to attract customers. The hope is to see success similar to the Kohl's Sephora partnership, which the paper says the company's on track to grow into a $2 billion business by next year. 11 Kohl's locations across the state will include a Babies R Us. Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
It's almost time for back-to-school shopping, and you've got to be careful searching for the best deals. DATCAP's Michelle Reinen tells Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News what you need to watch out for while shopping online.
Deep discounts, things that are just too good to be true. Those items that just run out of store shelves because they are the most popular, but yet they still have tons available to them. And you really need to pay attention to the URL address.
Reinen recommends using a credit card when paying online to take advantage of the built-in fraud protection.
We've been making cheese here for 180 years. That's longer than what Wisconsin has been a state. It is such an important part of our history and our heritage.
Ann Schultz is the coordinator for the Wisconsin State Dairy Fair Promotion Board. She tells WTMJ Spanning the State that it takes 10 gallons of milk to make 1 pound of Wisconsin cheese.
The milk that's produced here from our 1.2 million cows, and 90% of that milk that our cows produce is made into cheese.
State Fair attendees can learn more on Dairy Lane in the Lower Dairy Barn.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Offices. The Gruber Law Office is one call that's all sports desk. Despite losing 4 of the 5 games, Brewers begin the day with a 5.5 game lead over the Cardinals for first place NL Central. A 6-game road trip resumes tomorrow night in Atlanta against the Braves. Giannis and Team Greece take the floor tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the morning Central. Team USA's current medal count is 78.
Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 5:36.
This report sponsored by Pella of Wisconsin. Discover Pella now, pay later at PellaWI.com.
And now for the Pella play-by-play, I'm Jeff Levering alongside Gina Della from Pella.
Thanks, Jeff. How do you say welcome?
With a new entry door from Pella.
Say it with color.
Like baseball bat oak or foul pole yellow?
Say it with class.
Like following players' unwritten baseball rules?
With clarity.
Like a no-doubter shot off the scoreboard?
Or with confidence.
Like an overachieving first-place team who experts predicted would be below average this season.
Before saying welcome with your new entry door from Pella, secure an incredible deal.
Like a ruthless baseball player's agent. Here's a deal you cannot pass up.
Right now, get 0% interest for up to 3 years with no money down and equal payments.
That's the ball game. A Pella walk-off.
Your new entry door from Pella is installed and warranted by Pella for years of comfort and durability.
Don't miss out on 0% interest for up to 3 years with no money down and equal payments.
Schedule your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 8/31/2024.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
Double action.
Oh my God, what a special treat. We are joined by Chief Meteorologist Brian Nisnansky, Meteorologist Kristen Kershane, who's with us in our State Fair studio. Hello, Kristen.
I'm from the fair.
That's fun. Right. Niz, you should be out here. It's a party.
Did he leave us?
Niz is ticked off. That's all right.
He's left out.
Kristen, do you like being out at the fair? It takes
down the fort. Yeah.
It kind of, we were talking about this earlier. It's fun, it's great, but it's difficult because we have everything we need at the station. Every time you're out of your element, it's a little
How
difficult.
do you feel? Right?
Right. You're like, I can't just go over to the fridge and grab my LaCroix that I have in the afternoon. It's not, I don't have a fridge here.
Yeah.
No,
just your car's right there. Yeah.
It's fun because Everybody wants to chat. Everybody wants to talk. It's so fun. And then people have had like a couple cocktails, and then they're being funny. And I was having a great time with some people over at the Bud Pavilion.
You know what's so funny with the storm chasers, that everybody kept on asking about Twister, and I figured, we'd just be done with it because that's too long ago. And now Twisters is
back.
It already came up twice today.
Oh my gosh, really?
The storm chaser, yes. And the thing that happens when we take the chaser out is everybody says, are there going to be storms? People get nervous. They get nervous when they see the storm chaser. But it's not. There's usually when you see us, the weather's actually pretty good.
Because otherwise you're in.
Yeah.
Well, you might be out on the road
might
if
be
it's
out on
serious,
the road.
but not at a place like State Fair.
So sometimes a peek behind the curtain, I would take that to do like pothole patrol and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody would be stopping and rolling down the window. What storms? What storms are you chasing?
Yes.
We're chasing potholes.
I don't know anything about the weather.
Hey, before we get to the local stuff, that tropical storm, I think it was actually maybe a low-level hurricane when it came ashore.
Yeah.
Debbie, now a tropical storm. I wanted to ask you about it. It seems really unusual that it's so slow and it's going to kind of sit over the Carolinas.
Yes. So the reason for that is just that the upper-level steering is very weak. And so there's not going to be a good push or a good cold front that comes through that would push that back out to sea or push it even up the coast. It gets in this weak steering flow, and so it just ends up parking itself over the southeast, which is a terrible situation because then they're going to end up with 10 to 20 inches.
Whoa.
Maybe some places could get close to 30 inches of rain. This is potentially historic rainfall totals for parts of Georgia and South Carolina, which is not good.
And it's the low country. There's nowhere for it to go.
Right.
It just kind of sits there.
And it rains and it rains and it rains and it rains, and then the rain doesn't have anywhere to go. So, yeah, Debbie's going to be something we're talking about all week long because it's barely going to get to Virginia by Friday.
And then it just goes, right? It's going to go up the coast. So.
And then it'll kind of dissipate and it'll, work its way up the coast.
Whoa.
That's going to be...
Yeah, 4 people have already been killed when it was a tropical storm.
Yeah, and it was a Cat 1 when it made landfall.
All right, so here, rain's in the forecast, right? Can you
Yes.
kind of detail for us as best you can what it's going to look like maybe tonight?
Yeah, so I think for folks that are at State Fair tonight, the weather looks pretty good. There's just a very minimal chance for a pop-up storm. Really, the best chance for that looks like it's going to be southwest of Milwaukee, though, as we get into the evening hours. After 10 o'clock tonight, that's when I think people really need to be watching what's happening, especially if you had plans maybe to stay a little later at the fair. You're going to have to watch the weather. Then overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, heavy rain. So we're talking moderate to heavy rain for at least a couple of hours, 1 to 2 inches of rain for a lot of places. So this is going to be a big heavy rain, kind of like last Friday. Remember how heavy that rain was? So it'll be a little bit like that, I think. The chance for severe weather, we're waiting to see if the National Weather Service is going to issue any kind of a severe watch. But right now what we have is a flood watch in place because we are concerned for flooding. So that's going to go through tomorrow morning. Widespread 1 to 2, maybe a couple of places see a little bit more. Maybe more like 3 inches in some localized spots. So that would cause some problems for us here. So that's one of the things we're going to be watching for. Rain continues into tomorrow morning, and then it'll taper off as we get into the afternoon.
So widespread is not until after 10 o'clock. Could be a pop-up shower, but the main event moves in
overnight.
after midnight.
After midnight, so while we're sleeping. So you probably hear some of that rain, maybe some thunder.
Will morning rush hour be impacted, or when does it kind of move
I think
out?
it'll be kind of slow. And if we've got that heavy rain overnight, we tend to get ponding and some urban flooding problems, low-lying spots. So I think the morning commute will probably be kind of slow tomorrow.
All right. Wind, anything else that we should think or worry about?
Yeah, the winds are going to be picking up out of the northeast. So there's a beach hazard statement. So dangerous conditions out on Lake Michigan, 4 to 6 foot waves, small craft advisory, all of that. Wind gusts probably 30 to 35 miles an hour tomorrow. And a high of only 70, 71, 72. It's going to feel kind of like fall tomorrow.
It's a lot different.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot different. And then the rest of the week, you guys, looks really nice. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like upper 70s, partly cloudy, and less humid, which I think a lot of people are looking forward to.
Yeah, and I saw a peek at the weekend somewhere, too, and that looks right now pretty good, too.
Right now looks pretty good. Maybe a slight chance for a shower.
Okay.
It's a little far.
All right, so we'll get through tonight, and then we got a great week on tap.
Yes, it's going to be beautiful.
Have fun at the State Fair. I hope you have a chance to eat something fun.
I'm so glad you came in studio with us. Awesome.
I want to try that pickle thing. That what is that?
Oh, the deep fried pickles?
The deep fried pickles.
Oh, they were
so
good. If you get the chance, you should try the deep fried pickles.
All right.
They are really, really fun.
Okay.
Meteorologist Kristen Crochet, always fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is 5:43 at WTMJ. Olympians get paid if they win medals. We've got what that looks like. Snoop Dogg is reportedly really getting paid. I think you're going to be stunned when you hear what he's getting paid at the Olympics. And plus, what I think has been my favorite moment of the Olympics so far. We'll share all that with you before we get to 6 o'clock on WTMJ.
The Political Power Hour with Steve Scafidi.
Kamala Harris, the candidate, she was in West Dallas while I was gone. You were there. What did she say?
It was like somebody plugged the Democratic Party back in.
Hearing from political experts from across Wisconsin and beyond.
This is one of the reasons that I love politics, is that at age 59, you can still be considered young.
Yeah.
It's like reputational Botox.
Weekdays from 9 to 10 on WTMJ.
Hey, it's WTMJ, Steve Scafidi for Universal Windows Direct. For every 2 windows you buy, get 2 free. Buy 2, get 2. Buy 4, get 4. Call 414-410-2000. Schedule your free in-home estimate today. For every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free, plus 0% financing for 60 months, 5 years. Restrictions apply. Tell them I told you to call. Get an additional $250 off your project for the last windows you'll ever need. Go to uwd.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
When you're at State Fair this year, be sure to check out the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater, State Fair's largest free entertainment venue, featuring acts like Here Come the Mummies, Gaelic Storm, and Pat McCurdy. Bank 5-9 is a proud sponsor of the fair and a proud supporter of the local Wisconsin communities they've served since 1859. So grab your bucket of lemonade or beer, something on a stick, and join Bank 5-9 between August 1st and 11th. Member FDIC.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Brake issues, electrical issues, four-wheel drive issues, exhaust issues, and even my car just won't start issues.
You name it, we fixed it.
So the next time you're due for service, drive it on into Richlands and let our ASE certified technicians get you fixed up and safely back on the road.
Nothing warms my heart more than seeing our customers drive out of here with big old smiles on their faces. And all the credit goes to our staff, the most friendly, honest, hard-working, knowledgeable people in the business.
5 conveniently located facilities, all AAA approved,
and all staffed by ASE certified technicians ready to provide you with top-notch service.
And after your vehicle's been serviced, drop us a Google review and let us know how we did.
Because a Google review from you goes a long way. I'm Rhett Matchke with Richlands. You're due for service.
Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
Traffic and weather. Let's take a look at the roads with Debbie Lazica. Hey, Deb.
Hey there. Oh, problems 43 southbound. What the hey? Okay, right about at Keith, we've got the right lane blocked with a crash on southbound 43. Delays coming in from well before Silver Spring, so be prepared for that. Northbound side's backed up out of the Marquette all the way up past Keith. We've also got eastbound 794 with that crash that has the cars on either shoulder at about 2nd Street. So that's going to be tying things up coming out of the Marquette. Westbound 94 seeing delays from about 16th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's just a little bit backed up right through the Stadium interchange. And then we have some delays on the bypass. Southbound to eastbound on 894, and then westbound out of the Mitchell interchange to about Loomis. I'm Debbie Lazica with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
.548, John and Julia at the Wisconsin State Fair. Shaped up to be a great night, and you just heard meteorologist Kristen Kershane. That rain is not going to get here until well after the fair closes. Maybe a pop-up shower, but it's going to be a beautiful night. Come out to the State Fair. If you're on your way now, swing by our place, and you can chat with Julia and I. We're going to hang out for a little bit after the show, and we got prizes to give away. So we're going to be here. I'm obsessed with the Olympics. I love the Olympics. So last night we came home from Eagle River, got home late. I didn't even get in front of the TV till 9 o'clock. The Olympics had started at 6, and we taped the whole thing. So I was watching the Olympics till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's great.
I love the Olympics, and this was maybe my favorite moment so far.
гімну країни у Парижі на честь наших шаблісток.
It is the Ukrainian national anthem. Their fencing team, 4 women, won the team event. They're standing on the podium right now. And if you text the word watch, you can see this. 855-616-1620. Text the word watch. So the Ukrainians are on the podium, and they're singing their lungs out. They are really, really singing their national anthem. And it brought tears to my eyes thinking about how this could be the last Olympics where there is a Ukraine. This could be the last Olympics where this anthem exists. This could be the last Olympics where the flag of Ukraine is flown. Because of what Putin is doing, because of the invasion. And I think we literally can't relate to that. I cannot relate to thinking that maybe you could wake up in a week and your country is gone. What if there is no more United States?
Like that this last time the flag would fly, last time we sing the national anthem.
What if there's no more anthem, no more baby blue, gold colors on athletes' uniforms in 4 years? So I love this moment because they are singing full throat, and they have to know the weight of the moment.
It was shocking to me, John, when you were saying how many athletes passed away.
Yeah, they said that hundreds of athletes have been killed, and many, many that would have competed in the Olympics are not in the Olympics because they were killed defending their country, especially young male athletes that are Olympic athletes that fought for their homeland and are not in the Olympics because they're not on this earth anymore. So I just thought that was a really, really powerful, poignant,
I'm so glad you shared that. Again, if you
moment.
text WATCH to 855-616-1620, WATCH, our talk and text line, you can see it.
Yep.
What a great
I never
moment.
really knew this was a thing until you pointed this out, that our athletes are incentivized and they get paid if they win medals?
Yes. So the USA medal count, we currently have 20 gold and silver 29, bronze 28. So if you get the gold medal, you get $37,500.
Really? I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's pretty
Silver.
sweet.
Silver, you get $22,500.
That's good.
And then bronze, not too bad, $15,000.
Man, that's pretty good.
So Simone has 4 medals, 3 gold, 1 silver. So she will get $135,000. That's not bad.
Whoa.
Katie Ledecky, 2 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze.
Okay.
$112,500.
Man, they're getting paid.
Yeah.
They're getting paid
I thought
for sure.
I didn't realize that they were getting paid, but I don't know. I thought it'd be a little bit more.
Once you found out they were getting paid, you thought it might be more?
I did.
Yeah, I just didn't know they got paid. I thought it was you land endorsements maybe afterwards or other things, but I didn't know you would literally get paid for the medals. Okay, so that's what our team's getting paid.
Oh, by the way, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
The total amount that the U.S. has paid out so far with all of our medals, with our medal count, is $1.8 million.
Oh my gosh. I wonder where that money comes from. Like, is that the United States Olympic Committee has a fund, or if that's a lot of money.
And you fund the revenue from other countries.
Yeah, so then I decided to look up what do other countries do, and other countries also incentivize their athletes to win medals. The most is Hong Kong. Hong Kong pays $768,000 for a gold medal. So in their country, that's $6 million. But in our money, it's $768,000 for a gold medal, and they've had to pay 1 so far in this Olympics.
Wow.
Singapore pays $745,000, so almost the same. Singapore also paying big bucks if their folks win medals. Israel pays $270,000 for a gold medal, so they're also paying. There are some countries that don't pay at all. Most notably, England doesn't pay at all. Norway doesn't pay at all. Their athletes don't get paid for how they finish. I found this very interesting as well. In some countries, they get paid in livestock. They get paid in houses. They get paid in luxury cars. Like Kazakhstan, they get paid $250,000, and then each medalist also gets an apartment and gets livestock, gets cows.
That's fun.
Yeah. In Malaysia, they each get a luxury apartment and they get a luxury car if they win a gold medal. So it's just kind of interesting what the different.
Simone should get a little bit more than just what she got. She needs a little luxury car or something.
Yeah. And she's going to get paid. That
Fantastic.
girl's going to get so many endorsement deals,
Yes.
right? She's going to have every single thing she could possibly want. Speaking of getting paid, you know who's really getting paid, according to several published reports?
More than any other athlete.
Snoop Dogg. Now, we all knew he was getting paid. He's getting paid, according to many reports, $500,000 a day, plus all the expenses to get there, get home, and any expense he incurs while he's in Paris. $500,000 a day?
Room and board. And those hotels are probably not cheap. You know that, John.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was
and
somebody-
aren't the Olympics like 15 days?
Let me see. How long are the Olympics?
So if they're 2 weeks, that
And
would
he was
be
probably there
14
days
days
before, right?
Right. So that would be at $500,000 a day, and they're 2 weeks. That'd be $7 million
Sheesh. Wow.
plus expenses.
Okay, I don't know how long the Olympics are.
I think
16 days.
60. Oh my, that's $8 million. Plus, like you said, he's probably there. He is there. He's there ahead of time. He was taping stuff, and
Mhm.
okay. So let's just round it off. He's getting paid $10 million to do the Olympics for a few weeks.
I mean, just for the RNC, there was somebody, a blogger, who said that he was getting gouged with paying $800 a night for this little king bed. Just think about how much it would be for a nice Parisian hotel for Snoop Dogg, and then probably a really great flight, and food is paid for. I want to be Snoop Dogg.
I've liked him. I've liked him better than I thought I would. At the beginning, I was kind of rolling my eyes, like, really? But I think he's been very funny. They've kind of tailed back the last few days how much they use him, which I think is better. But you know why they probably used him so much at the beginning? Because they're paying him $500,000 a day. They're like, we got to get this guy. You know, when we were on TV,
Mm-hmm.
the more you're on TV and seen, the more valuable you are, and that
Mhm.
better it is come contract time. So I'm sure they were throwing him out there all the time. But I like that they've dialed back. I thought he and Martha Stewart were very funny last
I was going
night.
to ask you how him and Martha Stewart were.
It was funny because she's very straight-laced and prim and proper and using all the official language about the equestrian events and, you know, the proper terms. And he's like, yo, look at that horse dancing out there. It was pretty good. All right, it's 5:56 at WTMJ. We are back tomorrow. Here's your business headlines today.
These are your business